hello, and welcome to the All Around Attributed RN channel, where I am passionate about helping victims of all ages and all genders, X, Ys, and XX all around, and overcome the fear of facing the abuse so we can become survivors. So I'm just excited to be here tonight, back in the house with all of my beautifuls and beauties. Let's see why did that go like that. Okay, so thank y'all for coming back tonight, and we've been doing this now since November the 26th. I checked and verified, and that is correct. That we've been coming together pretty much every night for standing up for justice for Shanquella Robinson. And we have been building a community over here with love and peace and justice for Shanquilla. And we are using math and science where we're just sticking to the facts. And we are having a respectful chat over here. These are very sensitive subjects, and we are able to address them in the chat with love and respect. And we've been doing that pretty good. Couple of nights we have been having a little bit of where we had to kind of take a step back and maybe reorient a few people to so we can all stay focused on the reality and the science and math. All right. Hey, Tanya Carter says, hey, y'all. And thank you for saying y'all. I like y'all. And see, Ross says, like and subscribe on your way in. YouTube, let's see what they say. You got this. Thank y'all so much, too, for y'all patience with me. For those of you who don't know, I'm 52 years old. So a lot of this stuff is new for me, and y'all be helping me out in the chat here with all the little, all those initials and all that, all the little shortcuts, the shorthand, and all the stuff. I do appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Hey, Donisha, thank you so much for your support. Hey, y'all, my beautiful family community and our favorite RN. Yes, hit that like button on your way in, and God bless everyone. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. We do need the love and support, and definitely the blessings. Blessings have to come down. And that's one of the good things that we are having the faith here to make sure that we're standing together to get the blessings to come down, because we are in need of justice here. We've been waiting for many years, not just here for justice for Shanquilla, but in the past for so many people. And that's why we are staying together, motivated to stay focused on this, so we don't do like we've done in the past. You know, we start off getting all riled up, everybody's excited, we get into justice, and then time goes by and nothing happens, and then we go back to, just being regular something until some other new tragedy happens, and then we do this again for a while. But what I want to say is that this is my first time to participate in something like this, and I'm excited about y'all encouraging me to stay committed to this, and it's really helping. It's really helping. Let's see, did I read that there? See, hey, Raw and Tanya Carter, how do you hit the like button on your phone? I'm new to this. I hit it on my TV when RN come on. I don't know. Hopefully some of these young people is able to help out in the chat, because I know not even just young. Some people be handling this they be on the phone. They be doing all kinds of stuff. They run their whole YouTube channel on the phone. So don't feel left out. I'm a little slow on it too. Yeah, for those of you who don't know me, I'm 52 years old, and I'm divorced mother of 3 adult children, 2 XY chromosomes and 1 XX. I got 2 boys and a girl, and I'm just super excited that I spent over the last 30 years working in the nursing industry. I love helping people. Along the way in my nursing career, I've worked in many different departments, many different areas, and that's what I'm using here. My wisdom as a 52-year-old Black American woman, mother of 3, and also my expertise is in the healthcare field. So I'm able to show you guys and break it down in layman's terms so we can all be on the same page and not get distracted when they try to confuse us with these ridiculous details. We go right back to the math and science, and that's how we're going to get and demand the justice for Shanquella Robinson, because we're not going to be persuaded when they come back and try to give us some new information. We know that 2 + 2 = 4, and there's nothing that anybody can tell us. We don't care how it's packaged, how shiny it is, how entertaining it is. 2 + 2 will always be 4. All right. Hey, Tanika, what's going on? Tanika said, hey, everyone. All right. I love my beauties and beautiful. I'm just so grateful for this community that we're building. Really, 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 really grateful. And like I said, y'all know I'm protective over our chat here. So I just want to say thank you to all the mods, all my mods. You guys are great. You guys are great. But I don't want y'all to get stressed out when these trolls or gremlins or these little narcs come off into the chat, right? So we're not going to let them stress us out. We will handle them. I'm real grateful how y'all been keeping everything nice and clean and safe. But we also know that, we're coming from a place of love. And we want to hear from people. But if you're coming with delusional statements, we will identify you and you'll be called out. What's up, Beverly? Beverly says, hey, everybody. All right. Yes, Beverly, one of my ex. Thank you so much for your moderating skills here. Hi, Donisha. Glad to have you on board. Yes, Donisha has been a great asset. Thank you so much. You just hit the ground, jumped in right away, and have just, been a real blessing for me, a real blessing. Donisha says at Beverly Falls, thank you for welcoming on board. See, eyebrow, sorry. I'm sure that's some kind of emoji that I'm not able to see here on the screen. I have no flowers. Oh, how cute. Yeah, we the rose here is our little that's our little thing, the rose. We give roses and hugs and all that good stuff. There, you got one. See there? That's one. Thank you for the rose. All right. Let's see here. Okay, Beverly Foster, my husband just showed me. Okay. Thank you, husband. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. What's up, Marie? All right. Marie says hello to everyone. Hello. I hope everyone has had a wonderful day. Thank you, Marie. All right. We take flowers too. Let's see here. Don't forget to hit the like button. You see here. Yeah, likes. I need some more likes. More likes, please. What's up, Davy? Davy says hello to everyone. And Marie said, thank you. I'm going to hit the button. She went on out there to hit that like button. Hey, Jacqueline, what's going on? Jacqueline says, good evening, host, mod, and chat. Good evening, Jacqueline, and welcome. I think it's welcome back. Your name looks familiar. All right. And see, Beverly Foster says, hello, Davy Brooke, and please don't forget to hit the like button. I like your emojis here, Beverly. Very nice. Very nice. I bet you stayed in the line when you was coloring, huh? I was not a great color when I was a kid. Yeah. I used to get out the line all the time. That was my, yeah. It was difficult for me to stay in the lines. A wild color. All right, let's see here. Oops, I didn't read that. Oh, you already hit it. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Let's see. Beverly is welcoming Jacqueline to the chat. And we thank you so much. Okay. Hey, Miss Sandy, what's going on? Miss Sandy says, good evening, RN and chat. Hope all is well. I have been missing the chat. Just to let you know, I have been doing a great job. Thank you. You have been doing a great job. Justice for Shanquilla. Thank you so much. And I do appreciate, y'all telling me that I'm doing a good job, because this was something new for me. Like I wasn't planning. I didn't plan on this, but I'm doing my best with it, and it's growing each week, each day with hosting this and staying focused to where I'm not getting, sidetracked. We staying focused, justice for Shanquilla. And I just appreciate all the new subscribers, new members, everybody who is affected by this too. And so since we've been having some pretty heavy moments, I think we'll do a little something different tonight. In the beginning, when we first started back in November, people were coming up, giving their testimonies or, just seeing how this has been affecting them and stuff like that. So One of the great ways to get healing is to speak out. Like I said, over here, we don't do moments of silence. We do moments of speak, where we speak out the names of the victims and we speak out the name of the abusers. Because in the past, victims have been quiet. We have been trained and conditioned to be silent because abuse often goes unchecked. So when victims do say something about it and nothing happens to the abuser, it puts you in a position to harbor shame and guilt, and you hold the secret. And that's how we start to have problems as adults. And sometimes the cycle of abuse continues because of this here practice. Davy says, good evening, Miss Sandy. Thank you, Davy, for welcoming everyone to the chat. And hey, and Miss Sandy, I'm going to give you roses and flowers now. Thank you so much. All right. Everybody, I'm so grateful y'all coming in and hitting the like button. Some of you. I like that shirt, Arian. Thank you. It's a kind of a jacket to kind of keep me warm while I'm going through a cold flash. But just stick around, baby. I'll get one of these hot flashes soon, and then I'll have to come up out of here. Thank you. So yes, it's one of my favorite little jackets, so I appreciate that. Let's see. Hello, All Around Natural Beauty. I'm here. Hey, Miss V, thank you so much for your continued support. Appreciate everybody. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Hey, Bridget says good evening. And right, yes, everybody's coming in. Greetings to my beautifuls and beauties. Hey, Ross says welcome back, everyone. Hit that like button on your way in. All right. Hey, Ebony, what's going on? Ebony says, hey, RN, looking flawless as usual. Hey, Chad. Thank you, Ebony. I appreciate it. And yeah, so I'm excited because it was, it was. But I'm excited to be here. And hey, Sharon T. All right, I like that cake. That cake looks delicious. I love it. I mean, it looks good. What's up, Jamie? Jamie says, hello, beautiful host, and justice for Shanquilla. Yes, I'm grateful for the justice for usual. Sorry, typo. All right, you good. See, Beverly Foster, good evening, my beautiful RN. I am ready for a good discussion. Yes. And I think I was listening to one of the lives and Babylon. I don't know why I read a few things wrong. And yeah, so yeah, I saw y'all was trying to correct me later on in there, but I still didn't recognize that I had I just read it wrong. I had read that wrong and stance. There was some misunderstanding about a trans stance, and I was saying a fighting stance. I was showing a fighting stance. That's what I was meaning, not a trans stance. I wasn't saying that was a trans stance. Said a fighting stance. All right. That's my corrections. Hey. Oh, look at a new name. What's up, Gold Star? Oh, yeah, I got your email too. Good evening. Finally made it to a live. Have my little ones sleeping in my arms. Oh, how beautiful. And I appreciate your email. You had, really good, it was really nicely put together. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much. Ebony says, greetings to the folks up in here. Oh, here it comes already. I guess I talked it up. Whew. All right. I'm 52 years old. This happens, people. Get prepared, you young ladies. Welcome to Gen X, right? I'm just excited to be here representing for the Gen X too. Let's see, what did, hey, Helen. Helen said, hi, Miss Irene from New Jersey. All right, from Jersey. Did it, y'all, Jersey? No? Okay, maybe a little bit. I need a little practice. That was my New York accent, right? My Jersey accent. I know it was whack. Beverly Foster says at Gold Star, OMG, kiss that baby for me. Oh, let me see. Let me go on and grab a few more of these. See, Donisha, close that chat. Hit the like button. Reopen the chat. Okay, thank y'all so kindly for me. So kindly. Hey, baby sis, what's going on? Let's see. We got some more new names up in here. Hey, look at here. What's up, Narrative? Narrative is in the house. Okay. Yes. All right. You see here, Donisha. Irene, I sent you an email. Did you receive it? Yeah, with the heavy one that I gotta kind of dissect. It's not appropriate for me to play. Yeah, I got yours too. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just got those today, maybe a couple hours ago, and I was going to just play yours, but I saw it was longer, and then I read the note what you said as far as some of the language. But I'm very interested in that and want to bring it out because I feel like we're in alignment on the same principle for this truth, and that the more we're finding out that this thing is deeper than just what we think it is. That's why we are being attacked by some of these spirits to try to dissuade us with all of this negative and this negativity and this gaslighting that's been going on. It's been a lot of it. I missed a few people here. I got that one. All righty. And let's see here. I like that. Okay. How did I get way back up there? All righty, and I'm still in the wrong space here. And here we go. Baby sis said hi to the chat. And we got math and science is here. Yes, 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 yes. And y'all, I'm so grateful for math and science because when all else fails, as long as you have that, you'll be safe, as far as like not being distracted when they get you with all this all these lies and other details and stuff, new information. LT Jones says, good evening, all around attribute RN. Good evening, y'all. Good evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. So, like I said, tonight I really wanted to do something, so I want to drop the link in case anybody want to come up and give a testimony or maybe say something that they wanted to say in the chat, maybe got kind of people took it the wrong way and, and kind of got out of hand. Good evening. D. Shay says, good evening, everyone. And that way, if anybody need to clear their good name, we have that opportunity. Bridget said, fact of the matter, Shanquilla was murdered and it needs to be an arrest. I agree with you. But right now we have nothing. So, I'm just here to, keep saying justice for Shanquilla. Donisha said, Irene, I sent you the email. Okay. How did I get that over there? Creation in Motions. Hey. Welcome back. All right. Welcome back. And hey, Johnny. All right. Hello, Irene and everyone. Welcome back. Yep. Everybody is coming in here. And let's see here. We'll get a few more, then we'll get started with, I want to say also too, for let us not be weary in well-doing, right? Because I know I was feeling a little weary in well-doing earlier today because, the more we have to battle all this going back and forth stuff, it could be draining. It could be draining. Let's see here. Johnny said, yes, you have been doing a good job. It's been very educational. Thank you. And then I hear this kind of stuff, so it makes it all okay because there's way more lovers than haters. So I'm not going to be distracted or deterred by these haters that's trying to give a hard time to, make people not want to do this and stuff. Try to shame you with guilt and all this stuff. That's why I say over here, no moments of silence, moments of speak. We speaking out these names here. Thank you so much. All right, yes, Mac. It's a Mac color, and yeah, I love Mac. It stays on all the time. All right. Miss Sandy says, "Good evening, Miss Davy Burke Rutter." All right, Denisha, I can't find a rose emoji, but I love you all. We take hearts too. Hey, what's going on? Know your own worth. Welcome back, everyone, to the All Around Natural Beauty RN channel. Hey. All right, it's nice to see you too. Know your own worth. A member here. Tina says, "Hi, RN. Good to see you. It's good to see you too, Tina. Thank y'all so much for coming in and coming in and sharing the love here. Please hit the like button on your way in. Thank you to the All Around Natural Beauty RN channel. I thank y'all so much. Here is a new name, Sandra Edmund says, hello, all around natural beauty, and a nurse that keep it real. Excited to be here. All right, thank you so much. Okay, y'all just so good for me. I love this here virtual energy. I love this community. I really feel the love here, y'all. I really feel like, this is something we're going to be doing something really big here, and we women coming together, and the men too that are willing to face reality and not try to minimize and oh, it's all in y'all head. Play us like that anymore. We're not going to be taking that type of treatment in anymore. Thank you, Nerda. And Baby Sis says, yes, ma'am. Them hot flashes will get all your attention. I know, huh? And then every time I think I'm out of the woods, they not coming back. I'm good. I'm cold. Then all of a sudden, here come one. Here come one. Here come one. All right. So we're gonna get started first with our acts of faith. But I did want to recite that scripture about let us not be weary in well doing. So don't get tired of doing well. For in due season we shall reap if we faint not. So don't get tired. We just keep doing this, and in due season we're gonna reap a harvest, and we're gonna get our justice. Everything that we look at these new names up in here. Hey, Delisha Span said, oh, not a new name, but a returning name. Welcome back, Delisha. Ain't seen you in a little minute here. Says, good evening, everyone. All right. Jennifer Smith says, thanks, Bev. Okay, you must have got a welcome up there somewhere. I'm trying to peek for any new names. I really like all the new people coming up in here. And of course, I still appreciate all of the comments from all of the regulars too. But we want to make sure that we acknowledge all of the new people to our community. Sharon T. Oh, yeah, I saw you with the cake. Okay, so we got that. Hey, what's going on? Queen B65. Queen B65 says, hi, everyone. Hope you are staying warm and safe tonight. Justice for Shanquilla at the end of the day is what we are praying for. Yes, justice for Shanquilla. We are praying for that. And we are we having faith. That's what we're going to get. All right. And let's see, I appreciate everybody for please support by sharing this live. Oh, thank you. I should be saying that more too. Yes, please like and share the video. Like and share the live. Also like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Know Your Own Worth. I appreciate that. Yeah, I need some reminding sometimes. Beverly Foster says, as Jennifer Smith, that's some hot tea, girl. Do you know where they got that info? Okay, y'all must have dropped some info up in here. Let's see. Anisha Blackwell. Hey, welcome back. Was Shanquilla's autopsy done in a hospital in Mexico and another in the States? Okay, so when this thing first came out, or even that interview that Gerald Jackson did with the dad, I don't believe there is an autopsy done. There is no autopsy done. We have a death certificate. A death certificate is what I remember hearing and what we saw whenever they would do a video and they would show that paper. It would say death certificate, and it's a difference from an autopsy to a death certificate. So maybe tonight I'll go back and play some of the some old clips where John Q breaks down this here difference in the autopsy and also the injuries. So we're all clear on that and stuff too there. But the main point that I want y'all to take away from it, if it's an autopsy report or a death certificate report, the main thing to take away from it is the cause of death. The cause of death that is listed is severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation. It doesn't matter if that information came from an autopsy or death certificate. It doesn't matter because we know the cause of death. And we have the benefit of having the video where we saw the death injury inflicted. So Yep. The rest of the stuff, sometimes they'll try to get you distracted with, a few other little different things. Us going back and forth over if the autopsy or the death certificate was signed by a real doctor, all that stuff. It doesn't matter. We know that the injuries, the cause of death, severe spinal cord injury, and atlas luxation. Hey, LT Jones says, I welcome your maturity. I'm 67 and I have 2 XY chromosomes. It's refreshing to listen to a commentator who doesn't threaten to block you just because you don't agree. Exactly. Oh, yeah. No. Because if we don't agree, we just don't agree. But we cannot disagree on the fact that math and science is precise. That's what it is. So nobody's perfect. Nobody knows everything. What's up, baby queen? She says, amen. Nobody's perfect. Nobody knows everything. So, we have to be humble and open to receive new information. But nobody is going to change the truth, change the the truth, math and science. And we know what our math is the video that we have, the information that we have, and that's what we going on with that. So yes, and different opinions are welcome here because we have been putting a lot of the information together and making a lot of sense of things. So Narrative says like and subscribe. So yes, we do welcome all opinions. See, Jennifer says the interview is legit. It's a radio show in Charlotte with Gerald. Yeah. I went back and I had found his interview because he had showed up in some of the lives via other content creators interviews. Like they had went there and clipped his video, his work, and clipped his work and did made videos with it. So maybe a week ago I played the whole video because people were coming over here saying in the chat that Gerald was Dejanay, that Gerald Jackson is Dejanay Jack. They were trying to start some smear campaign to get us distracted on that. So I wanted to show y'all how you can tell when someone's lying, because you go back to the beginning when people didn't realize they had to lie. So if he was, you check the person, right? So his energy, his personality remained the same. And what he was saying back there on November the 30th is the same today. And so the people weren't suspicious of him at that time. And so, these are lies, right? People are just doing this to try to tarnish folks' reputations because they are afraid of the truth coming out. The truth is scary to some people, right? Let's see, Jennifer. Okay, I already read that. Hey, Flossie. All right. Welcome, Flossie. Flossie Birkins. All right. New here. Let's see, Jennifer Smith says Power 98 radio station. Okay. That's the receipts. Hey, Doris. Doris says peace and blessings to you, RN, and beautiful people. Thank you so much. All right. Hey, Geraldo Bernard. We need to take action January 9th on Queen Quilla's birthday. Okay. What do you think we should do January 9th? Let's see what day that even fall on. Good one there. Let me see my calendar. What y'all thinking? That's coming up really quick here. See, January 9th. That's next Monday. All right, y'all throw out in the chat some suggestions. All right, send me some emails. What should we do? Of course, we'll meet here, and maybe people might want to come up and say something. I don't know. It's my first time in this boat too, so I'm open for suggestions. Hey, Karen. Karen, say good evening to everybody. What's up, Jazzy? Hey, Sorabel. Allegedly, the autopsy from Mexico was not done by a qualified doctor. Okay, that's why people were bringing that back up again. It wasn't done by a qualified doctor, but they just gave X-ray report of the severe spinal cord injury and the atlas luxation. It's still, still the same cause of death. And after receiving that death, the life expectancy is 15 minutes. So I think now they're trying to put out this information about, to discredit the autopsy because they're trying to challenge, it. But the fact remains that severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, regardless, X-ray would have shown that. Okay, here we go. Geraldo says, we need to take I just read that. How'd that? Okay, Narrative said, great idea. Is the family coordinating anything? Exactly. See, hi, Karen. Yeah, what's going on, y'all? Y'all keep me on the pulse here. Jennifer said, you guys need to listen to that interview with her mother and sister. Yeah, mother and sister, we listen to those interviews. Any interviews with the family, we accept that. We accept that. Let's see. Hey, Tangela Fleming. Hello, all around natural beauty. Hi, everyone. Hello, Tangela. Hello, beautiful. And welcome. Welcome, beauties and beautifuls. Yes, yes, yes. Thank y'all so much. Let's see. I will soon as I can. Okay. We can take action January 9th on YouTube. I agree with you. I am down for that. We could. We could. I'm going to meditate on that too, and I'll come up with something too. Yeah, y'all do the same. Justice for Shanquilla. Just for Shanquella Robinson. Jennifer Smith says, would love to hear your thoughts on that, Bev. Okay. Oh, on the thing there. Exactly. All right. Hi, Raw. Thanks for the roses. I needed it. I know I feel the same way whenever I get the roses. It'd be right on time. I really do appreciate it. Y'all just don't know. I really do. It really makes me feel, encouraged and loved. And exactly. Don't if family is doing anything. Thank you, RN. Thank you so much for appreciating. Thumbs up and enjoy factual conversation. All right, y'all so different. We the people need to take action. Yes, Gerald. Yes. All right. Yes, get some more likes up here. Over 100 in the chat. Please hit the like button. Oh, we got another Gen X in the house. I'm 58 years old and I know what I saw. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. We got our eyes. We can't let them distract us and tell us that we saw something else. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jamie. I really appreciate that comment. So nice. Okay, I'm trying to get down to peek out any. Hey, Jody, what's going on? Jody in the house here. Some new names here. Yes, Geraldo, we need to do that. Yeah, everybody's in agreement with you, Geraldo. Hey, Anisha said, before professionals are fired from hospitals or clinic, will peer review board legal team decide? Doctors in this case. Oh, y'all mean for the doctor they're saying that wasn't qualified to do that? I've lost. I skipped over a few, so I may not be right on time with what y'all talking about here. And see, Baby Sis says, I heard that earlier about the Mexico autopsy, saying the defense can argue against it. So bring it to the States. We can't let Mexico mess anything up. I know Mexico is just trying to make up stuff. We're going to stick to the facts. We don't have to try to lie on the Cabo 6 or create some stuff. No, that's not how we do it. That kind of stuff was done to us as the people. And we don't have to stoop down to doing that to get justice. We gonna stand on faith and believe that it's our time to get justice. We've been waiting a long time, y'all. We've been waiting a long time. It is owed to us. The universe owes us justice. Let's see here. Okay, so let me see here. Baby Sis says, and they're trying to pet the fake doctor off the hook. That's a no. Yeah, and the reason why is because there was no doctor there, y'all. They're trying to cover up their lie because now it's out. They've probably been using this doctor's name and medical record, license number to do these fake alibis for who knows how long. And now that it's been opened up in the public, now they got to try to paint the picture for these other lies to blame it on the Cabo 6. Not that they've been running this game. This they con. They've been running this con. This is what they do. Y'all done heard those YouTubers saying that this who was? I think it was the lawyer lady, Esquire, Queen Esquire. One of them said that villa had some, some suspicious attachments and stuff. So, I think all this new stuff about the doctor and all this stuff, is done to try to cover Mexico because now they've been caught, so they've been caught with the hand in the cookie jar and they trying to get out of it. Tina said they already messed up from the jump. They let them leave Mexico. Big mistake. Exactly. And they didn't ask for them back until this thing went viral. Remember, they were already supporting them. They had said that they ruled out foul play, right? And now that it's been opened up and we see how corrupt Mexico is. Now they want to say, oh, the Cabo 6, they lied to the doctor. They the ones that told the doctor this, and the doctor did CPR, and that's what all these lies, all this blame shifting. We know one person was responsible for it. We saw one person inflicting these fatal wounds. The other people are guilty because they was connected with it. The same way if a group of people, if the Cabo 6 and somebody had a strap and they smoked somebody, the other people that went, even though they weren't the trigger person, they would all get the charge. So we don't need to lie on them or to make up some story to try to figure out how we can get them to go down and do a 2-year or 4-year sentence, whatever they said to carry. They said to carry a 2 or 4 year sentence for moving the body. We don't need to try to trump up no charges on them with no lies. That's not going to stick. Mexico just saying that so they can get them down there and do their thing to them. Let's see here. Yeah, that's true. They did already mess it up. Tangela says, you really bring hope. Thank you. I am new. Watch you all night. Thank you. Thank you for the truth. Oh, you're so welcome. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Yep. Thank you for saying that. Jazzy Jennifer says Mexico dropped charges against the doctor. Of course. The doctor was probably like, better get that off my name. I didn't do that. They know they couldn't put no charges on that doctor. The doctor ain't did nothing. Somebody exploited the doctor. They just had paperwork from different places. That's why they put the little, anyway, yeah, it's all of that. It's corrupt. Yep. That's why Mexico dropped it. They ain't trying to do nothing for real. We already saw what Mexico do. They got their own problem with femicide. They got their own problem. LT Jones says, I'm so happy I figured out how to send roses since you appreciate them so much. Thank you. Thank you. Let's support RN and get those likes up. Y'all so kind and so good to me. Let's see here. Bridget said the FBI knows something deep about this case. Yeah. It's got to be something deep because even who was the one dude that did the not Kylie, but Nazir. Him say it on the video, on his little video. Oh, this is deeper than what y'all think. And I don't know, but if you ask me, he looks frightened. He looks frightened on that video. I was he looked scared. He looked frightened. Like, uh-oh. If you know your own words test, again, welcome back to the All Around Natural Beauty channel. I shall appreciate you. Jennifer Smith said, I sent the RN email. I've been following this case and never heard that radio interview until 30 minutes ago. Wow. And that's why I'm saying, y'all, beware of this new information, right? So we give you the math problem, we give you the equation, the information, the known, right? We know that there's a video. They tried to come and tell us later that there was a second video, a third video, right? Of all these other things happening, but no proof. No one's been able to produce a video, right? The second video and all this other stuff. And now all of a sudden you're saying there's this new radio interview you said you just found about out 30 minutes ago. Where was it back in November, right? Or December, right? Good one, Jennifer Smith. Yes, be suspicious of new evidence, right? Because 2 + 2 is 4. If they already gave us, we already have the evidence. We already have that. So you can't come back now with additions or subtractions, right? Because we already saw it. United States might do another autopsy on Shanquilla. That's what the dad said. Yeah, and John Q had supported that too. He came up here and said that there should be some movement. We should start seeing some type of movement this month. You know, this is the new year, and justice for Shanquilla. Thank you, Nerda. Thank you so much. It's here. Check your email from Jennifer. Right here. Right here. Let's see here. Email. Okay, so this one is not on this phone here. Okay, I'm gonna peek over here at the email because it's not on my phone. Jennifer sent the email to, let me see where she sent the email to. All right, let me just take a moment here and look for email from Jennifer. Yes, I have an email from Jennifer. Okay. All right, y'all want to hear that? Let me go ahead and bless the chat with our act of faith, and then we'll listen to this here radio interview from Jennifer. Today is January the 4th, 2023. All right. Acts of faith, Iana Van Zet. Where that at? There we go. Ooh. Sorry, y'all. Iana Van Zet, Acts of Faith, Daily Meditation for People of Color, copyright 1993, and still good today. Let's see here. January 4th, take a day to heal from the lies you've been told. Wow. Let me start over. January 4th says, take a day to heal from the lies you've told yourself and the ones that have been told to you. And that's a quote from Maya Angelou. That one's really good. I'm just going to read it one more time. That's excellent. It says, take a day to heal from the lies you've told yourself and the ones that have been told to you. And that's Maya Angelou. And then Iana says, there comes a time when we have to pause to listen to what we are telling ourselves. I'm so stupid. I'm broke. I don't know how. I can't take it anymore. Yet, in the midst of our dishonest chatter, we are making great strides, accomplishing many tasks, overcoming seemingly unsurmountable odds. We can't see it because we keep lying to ourselves. We lie because we've been lied to. You're no good. You can't do it. You'll never make it. How do you think you're going to do that? We can't think because there are so many lies running loose in our minds. The only way to eradicate a lie is with the truth. The truth is, we start from a place where success is born in the mind's eye of the Most High. The truth is that no one has ever made a true deal with the master and lost. The truth springs forth from my mind. All right, that was wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right, so let me go ahead and close out some of these docs so we can open up this here interview. All right, Let me share the screen, y'all. Here we go. All right. Saying hey to a few more people. Hey, hey. Love the axe face. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Here we go. Share. All right. This here is from, who sent this to me again? Wait 1 second. Let me see here. Jennifer Smith. Thank you, Jennifer. Here we go with your contribution to the chat.
What's good, guys? Today is Tuesday, January the 3rd, 2023. This video will be regarding the Shanquella Robinson case. And specifically, I wanted to cover this interview that Shanquella Robinson's mother and sister, Miss Salamondra Robinson and Miss Quilla Long, did with Power 98 out of Charlotte. And they did this interview on November the 17th with Miss Jessica.
Okay.
Afternoon Vibes with Miss Jessica.
Who was that said? Okay, so she's November 17th. So this one here is the old one. So this good to go.
And I think it's important to go back to this interview because they discuss a lot of facts in this case. And we need to stick with these facts. Now, granted, did they learn some things after this point? Yes, I'm sure they did. But this is the rough part of when this first happened. These are some of the raw interviews that they did with the news media and specifically the local media. And I think it's important to go back and listen to this. So I wanted to cover this on the channel because I hadn't heard it, to be quite honest with you. And so I wasn't aware if anyone else had heard it. And so they were speaking very candidly, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut right on into it. So let's listen.
Power 98 Charlotte's plug for new hip hop and R&B. Miss Jessica, the girl next door, as this story has made headlines all across the nation, and it's happened right here in our town of Charlotte, North Carolina. So, of course, we had to reach out. I am honored to have the mother and sister of Shanquella Robinson on the line, Miss Long and Miss Robinson. Hello, how are you all doing?
Good. How are you?
Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to speak to all of our listeners about what is going on. There are a lot of different stories, so we want to be able to come to you all and get the facts. Can you all tell us, how did this start and what is going on when you first got this phone call?
I was here watching TV and I got a call. I'm not sure of the time. It had to be about, 5:30, 6 o'clock over here in Charlotte. They stated that my sister wasn't feeling well. She had been throwing up. That she's rested now. They said the person that called her said that she was laying down, and at that time we took it as if she just had a hangover. They're out partying, they're on vacation. Mm-hmm. She just feeling bad from drinking, just a little hangover or whatever. Mm-hmm. So we got off the phone. After that, some moments later, I don't even think it was 30 minutes.
Wow.
He called back and said that they were trying to resuscitate her and that it was 3 ambulances there, 3 medics there.
All right, y'all keep notes on that, right? She said 30 minutes later, after they made the call, 3 ambulances was there. When they said it took the doctor an hour to get there, right? So there's a lie right there, right? Remember that? On their little timeline, they said to call the doctor at 2 and then get there to 3, right? So after they called the family, see, that's what I'm saying. Lies always need more coverage to cover it up, right? They're not thinking at this time that they're going to have to, answer to this. She just said 30 minutes, not even 30 minutes later, they called, it's already, we got 3 ambulances here, they working on her, right? It went from she not feeling well to 30 minutes later, 3 ambulances there, right? And they even had the numbers wrong. Yeah.
We just kind of held the phone. He said that they had him got all of them standing outside the house, so he really couldn't tell us what was going on. It went from that till she had passed.
And so when you get the news that she had passed, who did that news come from? The person that was calling you?
The person that was calling us, yes.
At that moment, I can't even begin to imagine what is going through your head to find out that your loved one has passed away and they're in Mexico. A lot of people are talking about friends. Who were these people to Shanquella?
They were all people that she went to college with, Winston-Salem.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know none of those, none of them that was on the trip with her. Nothing but one fella. And that was supposed to be her closest friend. He's close with the family. He's been on family trips. He's always around. He's always with her. That's the one that we got the phone call from, telling us about what transpired. The other people we didn't know. We just know she attended school with them.
So you get the...
Oh, man. All right, I'm just going to pull it back just a little bit to see the pics of these here friends. Sorry, I missed it.
Bro, telling us about what transpired. The other people we didn't.
All right, so let's see here. We can peek these folks out. This look like the not. Where's Kylie? That's not everybody on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the only person that's missing out of this lineup is Kylie. And this post, I guess, Elise, Winter, Dejanay, Nazir, and Malik. Cool.
No, we just know she attended school with them.
So you get the phone call that she had passed away. When does it turn to, hold on, something is not right?
I think maybe the next day, I guess, because it really kind of settled in then.
Mm-hmm.
At first, we were kind of at ease because he was someone that we trusted. We wouldn't take him to be as dirty as he is. If that makes sense to you. So I would say probably the next day we started feeling different about what he was telling us. Because by then we started getting phone calls from people here saying that they was over there fighting her. The girls was jumping on her. After getting that information, we questioned him, and he stuck to alcohol. He said that's what the medics told him. So eventually it went from alcohol till they was fighting her when we asked him about the fighting, it went from alcohol to they wasn't fighting her. Nobody was fighting her. To they did fight her, but then he wasn't there. He wasn't in the room. He don't know nothing about the fight. When he got back, the fight was over with. But now we got a video that surfaced showing that they was fighting and showing that he's in the room, letting them, attack her.
So let's talk about this video. Do you know who released this video to the public?
I don't know who released the video. No.
You received phone calls from other people saying that the girls that were on this trip were fighting Shanquella. So that leads me to believe that this video was sent out showing people in this fight.
Way before we seen it. It's been out for days now.
Ooh.
I mean, weeks.
Weeks?
Weeks, yeah. We just not seeing it. So it's been out for a while because I even had somebody inbox me saying that, telling me that video been out for a while. And it's got to be another part to the video.
The video been out for a while, y'all. That means that, other people had saw it and knew that this woman was unalived and still didn't do nothing. That's what I'm saying, y'all. Hey, what's up, Jess Talk says, make sure you hit the like button. Y'all, I don't know. This is something.
That hasn't surfaced yet, but I'm sure it's coming.
So you see this video and you now see that the young man that has been calling you, telling you what's going on, that he has been lying, that he was actually in the room. He did witness the fight. Do you then reach back out to him?
I tried calling him because I was livid.
Mm-hmm.
That video did something to me because all of them, they standing there and then my sister sleeps naked. So they had to wake her up out of sleep. As you can see, the girl that was attacking her had her pajamas on. So, and to see him in there and to know that, I immediately called him. But of course, he's not answering his phone. He's in the hiding now.
So the last time that you talked to him was the next day after he told you that she had passed away.
We talked to him for a couple of days because he came over here to the house.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Every day. Yeah, he came here. And the girls came to the house too.
Wow.
Two two of the girls came to the house, and we asked them the same question about the fighting part. Nobody, all of them denied. It was no fight. Nobody was fighting. I think they came home on a Monday or the Sunday or Monday, but the girls came. They all came maybe a Tuesday or Wednesday up here to the house. And I think later on that week is when we actually got the information from the coroner that her death had nothing to do with alcohol.
Right. So that's the death certificate. She said the coroner's. So that's how we know it's a death certificate. So they would have just taken some x-rays, and that's how they saw the severe spinal cord injury and the atlas luxation. So we can trust that those cause of death.
You've spoken to them since this video dropped?
No, we had spoken to them before the video. It was just that one time that they came by. Came over here and gave us hugs.
Wow.
You know?
Do you know why this argument and this fight broke out?
I do not know, and I don't understand why, because the girl that was attacking her, it was her birthday. They're celebrating her birthday. So I don't know what could have transpired from Friday night from a video that my sister put up on her Instagram. She was having a good time. It seemed to be all right. To that morning, that had to be Saturday morning, that they was in there fighting her. This girl stands about 6 feet, 6'1".
Woo!
My sister's about 5'1", 5'2", 100 pounds.
As this story has come out, we have heard about the people that were there on this trip with Shanquella Robinson. One of those.
How do you even feel okay with, brutalizing someone so small? Like, does that really make you feel like you're tough? Huh? Ebony says, at Miss Sandy, I remember the mom saying that also. And Shadow says, Mexico covering up for the doctor. Yeah, because the doctor wasn't involved with that, y'all. No doctor would write that kind of elementary stuff. No doctor would have done all that. No doctor is going to spend 2-3 hours with a patient. Think about it. The last time you went to the doctor's office, when has he or she spent more than 5 to 6 minutes with you? After you got your weight and your vitals and answered the questions or explained your situation to multiple people that's come up in there, the medical assistant or the nurse or somebody like that, when the doctor actually comes in to see you, he or she is not spending 3 hours. They don't have that kind of time. That's not how the system works. Somebody who probably works in a place where they can get access to the paperwork or they know something about how this goes, they're the ones that brought up the cover-up and used the doctor's name. That's why Mexico is not prosecuting the doctor, because the doctor ain't did nothing.
Males has gone on Instagram Live and shared his story.
We've seen him.
Have you all spoken to that male?
We have talked to him, but he said that his flight got there. I think he got there after everything transpired, which I don't know how sure that I'm not positive on how accurate that is, if he even telling the truth at this point. But he has been more willing to speak to us than the other ones, because after that night that they came over, we hadn't heard anything else from them. But also, he knew that she had been jumped on, and he never mentioned that.
Moms wasn't going to let that slide by. She was like, no, he knew she was jumped on. He didn't say nothing. Exactly.
But my mom mean by that because she had a knot on her head, her eyes are swollen, are split. I don't know why would he would even think it was alcohol poisoning. After looking at her, even if he walked into it, he had to know it was something different.
Thank you.
Then it said she had a broken neck. So
the same way the doctor and these little EMT people or American First Red Crossers or whoever they want to say was there, anybody would have been able to take a look and see the trauma. No doctor is asking the people, hey, what should I do? Oh, give her IV because the alcohol put, okay, she dehydrated. Doctors ain't asking no people for no advice.
I don't know how you not see that something was going on with her neck. I had someone text me something about him, and I was like, you're talking to the wrong people. Go and tell the cops what you know, what you're on live for. Somebody need to stand up for her. They know what happened. Everyone that was there know what happened. Even if you came in that situation late, you know what happened, because after it happened, they had to sit together and try to figure out what they can tell.
Yeah.
or what they could say happened, and they went to alcohol poisoning.
A lot of people are talking about this situation, and they're just shocked by the fact that they left Shanquilla in Mexico.
We're not too much sure about the timeline on that, because from what I'm thinking, I know they tried to come home early. Whether or not they did, I don't know. Because once it happened, I got the young man that called us that's supposed to be her friend. He said that he's going to come on home. But when he actually came home, I don't know. So if they didn't come home on a regular time, which should have been that Monday, they came home Sunday. They was trying to get out of there early.
Now that you all actually have...
They was trying to get out of there early before the real police showed up, before the real people showed up and recognized what had happened to that body. That's why I'm saying they wasn't trying to do no change the clothes and move the body. They wasn't trying to do all that. Trying to hurry up and get the hell up out of there. They ain't sticking around there trying to move the body from the bedroom to the living room to the bathroom. Let's put her back in the pink shorts. No, you know what? Let's go ahead and put her in the black. No, the red shorts. Red shorts with the black shirt. There we go.
Have proof that there was a physical assault, and now you have a video to back that up. Now what is going on with this case?
Now everybody is involved, so it's just pretty much us sitting back and letting them do their job, and and try to be patient about it.
Now that we actually have a video of a physical assault, and now that it has been proven that there were lies about it, has there been any talk about making an arrest?
They haven't spoken with us about that, but there's a couple people that we're scared to talk to coming up this following week. So I guess they'll just give us more information on it. But believe me, they're on it.
I know that there are lots of posts on social media about...
She said that with confidence. Believe me, they're on it. So, yeah.
Making phone calls to different people and making sure that we stay on their necks about getting justice for your daughter and your sister. What is your message to the public, and what is it that you would like for us to do?
Continue to do what they're doing. Make the phone calls that people are asking to make, and keep praying for us, because this is something that we log on and seeing her that video. That's something that takes a toll on us. It definitely takes a toll on me. I'm going to have to actually delete the video, because every time I see it, I'm livid. I'm mad about it. You know, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm wishing I was there with her. I'm hurt. I'm hurt because I can't believe, I'm more hurt. I can't believe that they had to go there. I don't know if this was premeditated. Did they plan this? And I could imagine how she felt to be standing there naked and you got people videoing you.
Y'all hear that? So anybody want to come back up here and tell me that that woman had some nude clothes on or some clothes on, you can... No, we didn't heard this from the beginning. So we're not gonna come in introducing no more new evidence and now she had clothes on. So that's why I get upset when we start putting off this. The family and everybody from the beginning, even Nancy Grace said she was attacked in the nude.
You got this big ass girl, she, whatever the f*** she is.
Now, woo! Did y'all hear that? Let me back it up just a little bit. Oh, what happened? I done messed up here. Let me see. I can help her right there. Oops. She said that. I pushed the wrong button there. Let me see here.
He texted me something about him, and I was like, he's talking to the wrong people.
Uh-oh.
Go and tell the cops what.
Move back a little bit more.
And he got there after everything transpired, which I don't know how sure that I'm not. On the night that they came over, we hadn't heard anything else from them. But also, he knew that she had been jumped on, and he never mentioned that. And what my mom mean by that, because she had a knot on her head, her eyes were swollen, lips are split. I don't know why would he would even think it was alcohol poisoning. After looking at her, even if he walked into it, he had to know it was something different. Then it said she had a broken neck, so I don't know how you not see that something was going on with her neck. I had someone text me something about him, and I was like, he's talking to the wrong people. Go and tell the cops what you know, what you on live for. Somebody need to stand up for her. They know what happened. Everyone that was there know what happened. Even if you came in that situation late, you know, what happened, because after it happened, they had to sit together and try to figure out what they can tell or what they can say happened, and they went to alcohol poisoning.
A lot of people are talking about this situation, and they're just shocked by the fact that they left Shanquilla in Mexico.
We're not too much sure about the timeline on that, because from what I'm thinking, I know they tried to come home early. Whether or not they did, I don't know. Because once it happened, I got the young man that called us that's supposed to be my friend. He said that he's going to come on home. But when he actually came home, I don't know. So if they didn't come home on a regular time, which should have been that Monday, they came home Sunday. They was trying to get out of there early.
Now that you all actually have proof that there was a physical assault, and now you have a video to back that up, now what is going on with this case?
Now everybody is involved. So it's just pretty much us sitting back and letting them do their job. And and try to be patient about it.
Now that we actually have a video of a physical assault, and now that it has been proven that there were lies about it, has there been any talk about making an arrest?
They haven't spoken with us about that, but there's a couple people that we're scheduled to talk to coming up this following week. So I guess they'll just give us more information on it. But believe me, they're on it.
I know that there are lots of posts on social media about making phone calls to different people and making sure that we stay on their necks about getting justice for your daughter and your sister. What is your message to the public, and what is it that you would like for us to do? Continue
to do what they're doing. Make the phone calls that people are asking to make, and keep praying for us, because this is something that we log on and seeing her that video. That's something that takes a toll on us. It definitely takes a toll on me. I'm going to have to actually delete the video, because every time I see it, I'm livid. I'm mad about it. You know, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm wishing I was there with her.
Yeah.
I'm hurt. I'm hurt because I can't believe, I'm more hurt. I can't believe that they had to go there. I don't know if this was premeditated. Did they plan this? And I could imagine how she felt to be standing there naked, and you got people videoing you. You got this big ass girl, she, whatever.
What did she just say? Right? This is the sister saying that. Right? Somebody that she says they don't really know. Right? Look at this, y'all. Look. Right? And listen. Look and listen. Look and listen. I'm not saying nothing, but look and listen. Why are people saying this? Why?
Kids trying to fight you, and then your best friend sitting there watching. Nobody jumped in to do anything.
Nothing.
So either they definitely was planning on to assassinate her character or embarrass her, because if it didn't lead to death, I'm pretty sure they would have came back here and put that video up of that girl jumping on her.
Yeah.
And while she's naked.
Is there anything that you all have heard about this case and you're like, that is absolutely not true?
No, I haven't heard anything.
Okay.
Everything's been pretty much accurate except the alcohol. At first it was alcohol. And even everything about her, everything's been positive, which that is true. So, no.
With that being said, I think it's important hearing from her mother and her sister that you all tell people about Shanquilla and the type of person that she was.
Sweet, kind-hearted, intelligent, business-driven. She was beautiful inside and out. I mean, I don't think there's nobody right now to tell you anything negative about her. Positive individual, respectful, everything good that you can say that was her.
I know that you all are planning on laying her to rest and celebrating her life. Do you all want to give the details about the funeral? Is this going to be open to the public, or?
It's open to the public. It'll be at Macedonia Baptist Church, 1300 Patterson Avenue. I'm sorry. Saturday, the wait would be from 11 to 12, and the funeral is from 12 to 1.
Thank you for taking time to speak with me today, taking time to share this story. And it is our prayer that your family receives justice for Shanquella Robinson, and everyone that was involved in this will be held accountable. And please know that not only do you have my support, the support of the people here at Power 98, but you have the world watching right now. And we are all supporting you and lifting you up in prayer. And thank you so much for taking time out of your day to do this.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you for that contribution. All right. So we had that one. There was a, we tossed that one in there. Thank you so much to all of the subscribers that send me these videos and emails and all that stuff for us to share in the group. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe and share the video. Thank you so much. Let's see. Hey, Lori Lou says she wasn't that tall. Oh, Dejanay wasn't that tall? I mean, people have been saying that, it was tall, that Shanquilla was like 5 feet, 5'1", and that, this Dejanay person, was way much more taller than her. So 6 feet is pretty tall. Hey, Karen says the mom received phone calls about they over there fighting her. Jazzy Jennifer says, I done heard a lot of new information on this case today. Well, gratefully, this here was old information. That's why I say we go back to the beginning, because you see now all these new facts. So we go back to the beginning when everybody was in agreement that Shanquilla was attacked naked. So that's why I don't understand like how now they are expecting us to believe she was in some nude clothes, right? And I know that there's a picture of her in like a nude kind of a tight outfit, right? But you can see that even if that was supposedly the outfit that she was in, it was quality. It definitely was not the cheap clothes that they tried to pass off as being, So I'm saying we go back to the original information, and then people want to keep coming with these sightings, but with no proof. And then the pics that they are trying to put out there are just laughable. Laughable. Yeah, so Jazzy just tried to stay focused on the science and the math. Well, we know we saw that video with the person that they've told us is Dejanay Jackson attacking and unaliving the person that they've told us is Shanquella Robinson. Because I don't care who you are, you cannot tell me that you can make out, how we're seeing the video, who those people are. I can just look at the shapes and I can see that there's two individuals in there. Thank you so much. Yeah, so we get the true information, the old facts. The baby sis says, what video did you see earlier? Oh, Jazzy. Yeah, I can't. I'm in tears. Yeah, it's hard. Even that, with just listening to it, right? That's what I'm saying. This is super emotional. This is super, super emotional. Even hearing it, just like when we tried to watch the still shots of it, still emotional. Even if we're not watching the full video of the attack. All of it is horrible. All of it is still hard to hear, accept. And then the thing that we know that, we don't know about the justice so far. What did Ebony say here? All right. So Olivia says she was 6'1". OMG, shaking my head. A giant demon. Yeah. How terrifying, how frightening, that must have been, Baby 6.1. My bad. I thought you said you saw a video. Okay. Let's see. Tina, something brought the beast out, that monster, Dejanay Jackson. Yeah, right? It was like, okay, then boom, boom, boom. It was like it was, an event. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. VD Kindred said, I don't think mom and sister was together when call came in. I remember her saying she was out eating. Okay, maybe. Huh? Yep. All right. Let's see here. Baby sis says, at Karen, build a relationship. What kind? How and why? Let's match with on this. I think I see the same thing. All right. See, Tanya Carter says, baby sis, we are all, no, you go ahead. You go hard for the reporters. Where are your facts? This channel is about facts. So where are yours? Stop the lies. Oh, what baby sis over here? Baby sis? All right now. We up here with the facts, math, and science. Okay, y'all. See, Narrator says, justice for Shanquella Robinson. Thank you, Narrator. That's what we are all here for. Justice for Shanquella Robinson. All right. Hey, know your own word says, please hit the like button. You see what them likes look. Yeah, y'all about halfway on the likes there. Please hit the like button as you enter to the All Around Natural Beauty RN channel. Thank you so much. All right. LT says, that 2 to 3 hours get me. Not going to happen. Exactly, right? That's what I'm saying, y'all. See how the facts are not adding up? In the beginning, this is coming from the family. They first get the call about, oh, Quilla not feeling good. This lets you know how it was already a lie. Like they couldn't even wait the good enough time. They went from, oh, she's not feeling well. She was over there throwing up to 30, not even 30 minutes later. They already, boom, they already got the big old happening, right? We got 3 paramedics up here. We outside. They working on, right? Yeah. And then the story is this new timeline that they had to think of afterwards about, the doctors and all this stuff putting in, look here. Hey, Jennifer, thank you so much for your $3 super chat. It says, thank you for going over that video with us. You are more, thank you for providing the video. I like those ones like that. That's, not too long, a few minutes like that, and that have facts, right? We love facts. We love facts here. Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate you for bringing that to us. I especially love the fact that it's something older, so we know that this is when nobody knew that they had to make up a story. So I love listening to the new, the old stuff, and that's why I say the truth always remains the same. The truth is the truth. It never changes, and that's how you know that you can trust it. Davy says, we have to pray for all of these people involved for sure. They're all so young. This is just really sad. It is. Narrative says, over 200 people in the chat and only 80 likes. Let's hit the button. Let us do it. Let us hit the button. I have a new name here. Hey, Latarsha Shipley says, this all gives me the creeps. Yeah. And that's what we're saying, we're, by continuing to stand for Shanquilla, this is hard. This is hard because, like I said, too, y'all see, it's hard. I know I get angry and outraged and hurt and just so helpless feeling when I see the video and have to, keep going over this stuff. But we know that if we don't, this will just, kind of fade out and people will just forget about it. So thank you so much for your comment engagement, Latarsha. All right. Tanya Carr said, baby sis, I was on another channel as you did not defend it. All right, y'all. Come on now back to the Sylvia Black. Hey, Sylvia. Good to know the FBI is doing something. Yes. And then just like they're saying, we just going to stay patient, but we can still continue to say just for Shanquilla. Queen Bee 65 said it would be very nice if Gerald, I think that's Jackson, Gerald Jackson and his radio station, or maybe there is a Gerald Johnson, and his radio station talk to the mayor. They can try to get a Shanquella Robinson Day on her birthday. Yeah, we might be a little bit too late for that. It's already January the 4th, and I don't know how, or maybe something already happening like that. How long these things take to kind of organize. You see, they can try, to get Shanquella Robinson Day on her birthday. She has contributed more to her city with her business. Exactly. You're right. Yep. Yeah, it was heartbreaking. I think one of the YouTubers had broke down how the governor hadn't even acknowledged it. It was like months, weeks later, a whole month later before he even said anything. And Yeah. Let's see. Donisha said, y'all, please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Give me some likes. Give me some likes. Oh, I already saw that. Let's see here. Yay! Thank you, Narrator, for your $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Narrator says at Jennifer Smith, thank you for sharing with RN. Justice for Shanquella Robinson. Thank you so much, Narrator. That is so wonderful. I appreciate all the support and all the love that you've shown for my channel here. Narrator also has a channel, and she's got some information too on Shanquella Robinson. And I love Narrator. She comes over here and she handles a lot of the comments. Some people leave some comments, and Narrator will be supportive and leave receipts for those people that have problems with the definition of femicide, you know. And so people had problems with that, and Narrator was very kind to, you know, let the people know what it was with receipts. All right. Ebony says at Bridget Charlton, respectfully, we are not attacking the family. We are simply noticing things they have said have changed. We just want to make sure our facts are straight. My heart aches for them. Yeah. And the family's been there. They've been committed saying the same thing, right? I don't see, you know, and we're not here scrutinizing the family. He who is without sin shall cast the first stone. We are here supporting the family for justice for Shanquella, and that's what we're doing here. And the families, you know, we have heard their statements on the interviews that they've done, and they've been the same. They have been the same. So I believe the family. I really do. As Know Your Own Worth says, Jennifer, thank you for your support. Yep. Yes, thank you, Jennifer. We all appreciate you here in the chat. And Nisha Blackwell says, the family needs to shut up and stop disclosing everything. The family, that interview was back from November. We haven't heard from the family since then. Once the FBI told them to be quiet, they have held down. I remember there was another gentleman that was interviewing the dad, and he tried like 3 or 4 times to get the dad to talk about it. He was like, nope, I ain't got nothing to say. Nope. So the family, I don't think the family has been talking. They've been doing the right thing because they want this to work out right. They're not trying to, hinder the case or, do anything to distract from it. Kyrania said the times that they called the mom and the times they are claiming help was called do not match. Zuinga gave completely different times last night. It all equals lies. Exactly. That's what I'm saying, y'all. So instead of going back trying to pick out the fact that he's lying, we see that now. We just listen to the interview. We know what the death certificate said. We saw the attack. These are the things we know, right? You can't change the fact. We've already seen the video. We already know that the life expectancy after receiving the injury that we saw her get when her neck was twisted and she was slumped, where her neck was broken, the head snapped off her body and viciously attacked. We saw that. We know that 15 minutes after that, after the person that they're telling us is Dejanay Jackson did that to Shanquella Robinson, 15 minutes later, she was gone. So all this talk about the doctors coming there and the doctor did CPR but didn't know that she had a broken neck. Those are lies. Those are lies. Those are lies that they're trying to tell us so we will think that the doctor did CPR on a fractured body and that's how she ended up, losing her life because the doctor did the CPR and she didn't immobilize her. Yeah. When we know she was long gone before no doctor showed up, y'all. That's the lie. That's why I'm saying that we don't have to go by and scrutinize the lie. We know that they're lies because it's impossible. It is impossible. Good point, Kyrania. Yes. Baby sis says at Caregiver, that person thinks I'm Liza. I have no clue who that is, but another YouTuber cursed me in a live, accused me of being this Liza person. I was offering information. I kept it to myself. Wow. Wow. Okay. I didn't know it was that deep and serious, y'all. See, I've been asking you for your thoughts, or okay, let me see. Let me move on down. Oh, okay, here we go. Yay! Thank you, Jamie. Jamie gave a super sticker for $1.99. I appreciate that. All right. And I love the color blue. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, let's bring some joy back into this thing here. Raw says, baby sis, I just watched the video. I don't know what to think of it. They've been there before, though. Is this the video of the attack? Beverly, that's 100. See, what's up, Carla? Carla said Mexico, they just want all this to blow over. They don't care about United States citizens, only out of money. Yep. You know, I showed y'all that video where Mexico has their own problems with femicide, and you know, they not really trying to do much about it. Nerda, what is your channel? Nerda, someone's asking for your channel. Please drop your channel in the chat. All right, did we see Nerda drop the channel in the chat? You see that, Nerda? Someone's asking. All right, Tanya Carter says, I work in laboratory medicine for 20 years, and this does not make sense as a lab perspective. Thank you. And then too, yes, the labs would have, they would have had to take labs to be able to diagnose dehydration. Right, Tanya? All right, let's see here. Darlene Span said, blessed 2023, everyone. Thank you, Darlene. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate it. All right. Did Nerda do it? There we go. YouTube for Nerda. All right. Thank you, Nerda. Appreciate all of your support very much. And your soothing voice. Oh, I was supposed to drop the link. Let me do this real quick, too. Dropping the link, y'all. And this here's for anyone that needs to come give a testimony. We talk about, you know, all kind of stuff, how this affected us. Sometimes some people had their own testimony about something that happened to them, and they're able to tie it together. So I've dropped the link, and I'm going to pin it in the chat, just in case. And that way we could do that. Do a little something different like we did in the beginning when this thing first happened, when a lot of us was having sleepless nights, you know? Sleepless nights. Thank you for all your support towards the channel. Oh, thank you. All right. Let's see. I just saw it for the first time. It makes me suspicious. What are y'all talking about? What video are y'all talking about? Y'all see for the first time? All right. Did anybody see? Y'all talking about this video? What y'all talking about? Let me get over here and find out what's going on. Hey, let's see here. Atia Sean Baker. Hey, Roxanne. Roxanne. All right, here we go. I understand. Jennifer Smith says, thank you, Nerda. Just subscribed. All right. Yes. Yeah. Check out her vids. Very, very good. Very good videos. And yeah, real deep. All right. So Baby Sis says at Beverly Foster, that's what I was doing. I went back and looked at videos from the beginning. I've missed a few. Yeah. That's how we know how to stay focused, y'all, because they can't fool us when we know the past. Stick to it. Keep it in your memory. And Nerda says at Jamerson, thank you for your $1.99 super chat virtual hug. All right. Thank you, Nerda, for supporting our chat. Oh, new name here. Purple and Gold says, peace and blessings. Love. Hi, RN mods and chat. Thank you, Purple Gold. Appreciate you for coming up here and blessing us with some engagement. Sylvia Black said, we cannot base anything on the medical statement from Mexico. They all lied. Exactly. That's why we got to base everything on the video we saw. The video we saw, the person that they're saying is Dejanay Jackson, unaliving. The person that they are saying is Shanquella Robinson. And we don't care about what anybody else said. We know what we saw, and the death certificate says. Hey, Arnisha. All right. Hello, family. Thank you, Arnisha, for your $5 super chat. Says, hello, family. Love all around natural beauty and moderators. Thank you so much. We got all these hugs and love. Thank y'all so much. Filling me up here. Filling me up. All right. And see here, Purple Gold said good night at Miss Sandy. See, Miss Sandy, where you at, Miss Sandy? Miss Sandy said, Arian, keep up the good work. Justice for Shanquilla. Good night, all. Yes, thank you so much. That's what we're here for. Justice for Shanquilla. All right, justice for Shanquilla. Hey, honey, 4364. Honey says, why are people coming for the family? The video says it all. Thank you. Like I said, we over here, nobody bet not be coming for the family. Nobody bet not be coming for the family. Thank you, honey. Yeah, nobody coming for the family over here. We don't do that. We do not do that. Judge not, right? And he who is without sin cast the first stone. Nobody got the right to judge them. Nobody got the right. You saw your loved one get unalived on video and the whole world to see it too? Let's see here. Good night, Miss Sandy. Everybody saying good night to you. We'll see you in the next live. Say, Miss Sandy, good night. All right, see, we got any more new folks up here. Bridget says, how the villa had no cameras. The Cabo 6 had to be on camera before and after the unaliving in the airport. That's true. Other people was talking about that too. And then too, people were saying that, this little villa, there's like, they got some stuff that they've done in the past. Who knows? Maybe they, I don't know. Let me stop. Y'all get me all caught up in this stuff. It was the professor in the, I forgot how the game went. Clue. Where my Gen X people at? Y'all out there. See, Narrative said, for words of encouragement, subscribe. All right. Oh, to know your worth, to know your own worth. Yes. All right. Yes. Know your own worth has a channel too. Thank you, Narrative, for dropping Know Your Own Worth channel down there too. All right. Queen B65 says, my beauties and beautifuls, please take the time to back out, hit the like button, subscribe, and return your spot in the live chat. Thank you. Our beautiful RN needs the likes up in the algorithm tonight. Thank you. Yeah, that's true. That is true. I could use some likes. Please, can you like me? Hey, what's up, Chinury? Hi, Miss RN. Hello. All right, so nobody is coming up. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just watch kind of a another video. Let's see, Baby Sis says, there are lots of channels covering this case. I've never seen, not everyone is taking a common sense approach to this. I prefer to avoid those. Yeah. Yeah, because then people start going back and forth, and then the abuser gets away with it. This is a tactic. That's what they do. It's called a distraction, right? So you blame shift, and then the abuser is just sitting back watching everybody else fight over it while they get away. Right? The abuser is trying to now point the finger at everybody else. It was the doctor who did it with that, crazy CPR. Yeah, we did a few things to her. I did a few things to her, but that didn't cause it. If the doctor, they didn't immobilize before they started pounding on her chest, right? So let's blame the doctor. They're trying to blame shift. So now we're going back and forth with, they didn't prosecute the doctors over there for doing the bad. The doctors didn't do any bad care, right? So we getting distracted on things that don't even matter. Stick into the facts. And Donisha says at Bridget Charlton, they have cameras on the outside of the villa. Yeah, I'm sure they agree. All right, here go a new name. Hey, Janice. Janice says, Arian, the sister states she believes there was a second video even after she's seen the first video? Do you think she thinks there's a second video? Or if the FBI asked them not to speak on it? I know you feel, let me see, something else on there. What I was going to say is that, you know, when people were talking about this second and third video, what if they're talking about a second video from the other people that was watching the video, right? So the video that we're seeing, we actually can see someone else videotaping it, right? So that's the second video right there. What I'm saying when I say that there's no other video but the one we saw, these second videos they're talking about, maybe it's other people's versions of the same video. We don't, the video that we saw had enough on it to where we saw the attack and we saw the fatal injury being administered. So that's what I'm saying as far as like, that's the only video. That's the only video. So if they're saying second, third video, maybe whoever had the white nails on that was videotaping it. You know, we know at least one other person was videotaping. So that's what I'm thinking they mean by this whole second video. Not that there is another part of a video where Winter is picking up Shanquilla by the neck and body slamming her. No, I don't believe there's a video that shows that. I believe that what we saw, the person that they're saying is Dejanay Jackson committing the crime, and the beginning videos on Geraldo and his interpreter, they said the maid found Shanquilla in a seat, naked in a seated position, like we saw her, how she fell in the video. So yeah. You see, Johnny says, question, would the doctor had noticed or felt any kind of looseness or dangling with Shanquilla's head, neck, or, if or while performing CPR? Yeah, that would have been an obvious look. I was able to pick it out through the video. That's why y'all coming over here, because I was going, ooh, look, her head's off. All right. So when we play the video again, that's why I always stop it and show you. I stop the video and show you, you cannot put your head in that position. There was no way you could put your head in that position. That's how you see the injury. The head is off the body. The only reason why her head didn't fall to the floor is because it was still intact inside of the skin here. But she broke her neck off. She broke her head off her body. We saw that. We saw it. So anybody coming to the scene to see a person all contorted and broken up, you can see that. You can also see the back injuries. The back was all broken and contorted. Your back can't bend down like that. There's no doctor or no first responder that's going to come to a scene and see a person with injuries and not try to secure those injuries first. That's why I'm saying that there was no doctor. Those are lies. If the doctor got there, they would have seen that there was a body, that there is no signs of life, right? We know that those are lies because the doctor said, the doctor said that she had stable vital signs, but she wasn't responsive. Why would a doctor write a contradiction? You can't have stable vital signs and not respond. That's the first part of your assessment, level of consciousness. So I'm telling y'all that there was no doctor on the scene. There was, yes, a doctor would have noticed that, but there was no doctor to notice that because it didn't happen. That's why I'm telling you it's a lie, because no doctor would have written, like it wouldn't even be something you would think to write because it doesn't make sense. It's not rational. How can I chart that in my assessment that someone is not responding, but they've got stable vital signs? You can't have stable vital signs and your level of consciousness is non-responsive. Non-responsive, right? So that's how I'm telling y'all Those are lies. Those are just lies that they trying to tell you about these stocks. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see here. Narrative says, thank you, Arnisha Case. Thank you for your $5 super chat. Yes, yes, yes. We are loving that over here. Carla says, tight Bridget, they had to have cameras. Yeah, I'm sure they did. Let's see here. All right, Darlene. Okay, another comment here says, this is so sad. It's getting so messy every day, and I'm so angry. Oh, I'm so angry to think this could have very well been one of my family members. It hurts my heart. Yes. All right, I got a Cash App here. Yes, let's see here. This Cash App is from NSIM. All right, I don't see that name nowhere up here. But thank you for your $10 Cash App. NSIM. All right, that's all I got on it, the name. I didn't see you over here in the chat, but I thank you so much for your Cash App. All right, appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. NSIM. Appreciate that. All right, let's see here. Sandra Edmonds says, my heart goes out for Shanquilla to be around people who she truly loved and took as friends to betray her and lied to the, let me see here. Lied to, I cannot imagine the thoughts that went in her head moments before her passing, to hear the voices she thought they were her friends. Yes, that always breaks my heart too, Sandra, especially, when I understand how, once the paralysis start, that you still can see and hear. That just breaks my heart all the time to know that, to experience that. How horrible. Yes, yes, yes. Queen B is welcome to the family, Jennifer Smith. Yes, thank you so much. Let's see, here's a new one. All right, Lavonda Rickens, hey, welcome back. I remember you from back in the day. I believe the medical examiner and maid, which stated she arrived about noon to clean the room, and Shanquilla was cold and felt hard from AM when she was awakened and assaulted, allows rig to set in. Yeah, they did get there late, right? And then we saw the video. We are all in agreement. We broke it down to where the attack happened in the AM, right? Yep. True. All right. Hey, Jamie says, much love to all the moderators. Yes, I love the moderators. Thank you. Look at here. What's up, MAC? MAC says, hello, everyone. What was the link dropped for? The link was dropped for, you want to come up, MAC? The link is dropped for anybody who wants to come up and express themselves, share a testimony, or just want to say, something. It's for anybody, or to clear their good name. If they was in the chat saying some things that may have gotten taken out of content, or, you couldn't type it fast enough to clear your good name. So that's what that's there for. So are you saying you want to come up, MAC, to clear your good name? More than welcome. All right. LA says, hey, fam, I just like when I come in. So wagging tonight. All right. Oh, look at here. Oh, my goodness. Arnisha, thank you again. All right. I show enough appreciate you. Very generous, and I love all your comments and encouragement. All right, Janice says, I understand and agree with you. That's why I'm wondering why the sister would think there's another video or something different, because her opinion contributes to people thought of the narrative. No? But everybody was saying that, not everybody was saying, but people were saying that there was another video. What I'm saying is that we saw a video of somebody videoing it, and they captured someone else videoing it. So there very well is another video. Yep, there's another video. All right. What's up, Sharon T? Sharon T says, The saying goes, the hand of one is the hand of all. I didn't hear that saying. I never heard that one before. Hey, Fame, what's going on? Fame said the video we saw is all. Then she passed in 15 minutes, was gone when maid, doctor, Red Cross, and police arrived. Exactly. Thank you, Fame. Exactly. What's up, LaJessica? LaJessica said, I don't like how he is trying to put it out there that the Cabo 6 had told the doctor what happened in the first place. Then she could have helped Shanquella Robinson according. You are a doctor. How you let people tell you what to do? Exactly. That's how we know these are lies, y'all. They giving us these little preschool lies too. Like the kid get caught with the hand in the cookie jar, got cookie crumbs all over your mouth. You be like, did you take a cookie out? I ain't taking no cookie. Yeah, come on, y'all. Come on. Yep. Thank you, Fang. LaJessica, good point. And knowing your worth said, Nerda, thank you. All right. Yes, Nerda is so sweet and kind. Love her. Yes, LA. Did I miss LA? Here you go. Says Lori Lou, exactly what I just said. The dad did say he saw another video. Okay, yeah, y'all, I'm going to give it to it. I say there's other video out there. Of course, we saw the person, whoever was videoing the video that we're seeing, we see that they've captured a person with some white fingernails videotaping also. So yes, we can say for sure that there is another video. But what I'm saying is that the part of the video that we've seen that's it. There's nothing else that could have been done possibly after that, because if the maid found Shanquilla in a seated position, naked in the room on the floor where we saw her land at, that if whatever other video is can be something that happened afterwards, but we can agree that no one moved her body or did anything else after that, because that's how the maid found her. And that's how we last saw her. So I'm going to go for that. I'll agree that there's another video out there. That there is at least one other video, because we saw that in the reflection of the video that we saw. Yep. Let's see here. Okay, I read that one already. Lavonda said the 6 had time to plan lies and include the medical and anybody else from early a.m. until time they called for help. They didn't call for help after maid arrived and told them about Shanquilla. All right. Hey, Sylvia. Sylvia said at LaJessica B, it's the doctor's responsibility to access the patient, not the layperson. Exactly. And the doctors would have been the one making the calls to the family, not the friends. Right? That's the other clue there. Right? So if there was a real doctor there, why didn't the doctor insist on talking to the family? Right? Here go another way we can pick out the lies, y'all. If that was a real doctor there, why didn't they call the family? Why didn't the Red Cross notify the family? Why? Right? So they're just digging a bigger hole for themselves with more lies, right? Because the doctor would have had to notify the family that the patient is demised. The doctor has to notify that. When people pass, we have to call the family. We can't just have the person pass away and no family notified. When we've had people come in that, Jane Does and stuff like that, we have to do the research. We have to turn it over to our, people that do the investigation. The police have to be contacted to find the next of kin. That's why I'm telling you that this was fake cover-up stuff, because the authorities would have had to notify the next of kin if it was real law enforcement, real police, real doctor, real emergency medical personnel would have notified next of kin. That's why, we know that didn't happen because the father had to Google. He had to investigate. He had to research to find out where his daughter was at. That's how we know it was no doctor there. Cabo 6 ain't spoke to no doctor. No doctor came there. Why the doctor didn't call the family? A doctor would have notified the family. So that's how y'all can just get off of that there. That's a lie, right? Let's see. Sean said, remember Greenwood, the shining city on the hill, taken by demons? Shanquilla was a shining light on this earth, taken out of this life by demons. Yeah, some demons out there. And that's why we always say we need to learn how to feel. Stop, look, listen, and feel for energy. You need to know what it feels like when someone's jealous of you. You need to know what it feels like when someone is angry at you and they're expressing it in a silent way. You need to know what that feels like. Let's see. Danisha says, Jamie, son, thank you. All righty. Hey, Tina says, true. Thank you so much for participating here in All Around Natural Beauty RN channel. You see, Arnisha says, yes, that was a critical hit, very bad. Exactly. Critical technique. Yeah, so I'm probably going to play the video. I don't know. You see here. Shadow says, Dejanay had her hands on her neck and flung her to the marble floor. That was a slam for sure. She was slammed to the heart. Yes, exactly. All right, look at here. Yes, I take it out. Thank you so much. All right. I like that. 99 and a half. Oh, that's joking. Thank you so much, Jamie. I appreciate that. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Queen Bee says, MAC, pretty much she is asking how this case affects you personally. Yeah. When we first started here, people were coming up and, seeing how, I have a daughter, 24 years old, and, I felt connected with that. My daughter's young, or the fact that good people, generous people like Shanquilla are targeted by these monsters. So if people have testimonies or want to, just say how it's been affecting them. Sometimes it's good to talk about, let stuff out. Sometimes people have things that they want to express. All right, let's see here. Anna's Faith Jones. Anna's Faith Jones says, they really fed Shanquilla up. Oh, effed her up. Yeah. MX says, Ebony, okay, I'll stay down here with y'all and just listen. Appreciate you. See, Janice Shiver says, yes, you have helped us understand how that first video depicts the injury. My question is, as we look to the sister, a firsthand source, if she says she feels there is, and we say it's not, that would. I'm not saying that there's not a second video. I'm saying that the only video that we need to be concerned, that the video that we saw is the last video. They were saying that there's another video out that shows Winter body slamming Shanquilla by the neck that we saw Dejanay break off. I'm saying that it's impossible for Winter to grab and body slam Shanquilla by the neck. There was nothing to grab. It was off. Her head was knocked off her body. It's impossible for Winter to pick up 100 pounds of dead weight by nothing. She didn't have no handlebars. She didn't have the physical strength to pick up 100 pounds of dead weight with no neck to grab hold to and body slam. Those were lies. That's projection. We saw Dejanay do that. We saw that. We saw her grab the neck. We saw her slam her down. We saw her continue to punch. And we saw her first grab the back of her head and press it off. We saw that. We saw her punch, knee, kick. We saw it. So if there's a second video, which we know it is because somebody was videotaping that had some white fingernails, videotaping it, that's the second video. Let's see here. You again. Arnisha Case, thank you again for your $5 super chat. Said, yes, that was a critical hit, very bad. Yes, yes, yes. I feel like I knew that already. Oops. Bridget said, the father said she had bruises clearly seen in her casket at the funeral. So I can imagine when bruises were fresh. Exactly. Exactly. Nazir. Right? Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. Let's see. Janice says, justify the injury then, that where I think people become confused in the narrative of the second video. Does that make sense? Let's see. Justify the injury, then that's where I think people become confused. Okay, let me I'm gonna play John Q's video. He came up on the show and really explains it in a way that everybody can understand. So what I'm saying is that once after that happened, what we saw 15 minutes, the clock starts for the 15-minute expiration time. So that's what I'm saying. So the second video, whatever extension, all that stuff, all these things are lies, right? There's no way that anybody could have picked her up by the neck and body slammed her. We saw the body crushed and the head off. We saw the internal decapitation and on the video. We saw it. So it's no way that I wish I had you which video that was. Okay, so give me a little second here to make sure that I'm getting the right one here. See, that was, what was I wearing? Let's see, I think was I wearing? Okay, this might have been it here. All right, hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna answer. Take a few more of these here. Janice, we're gonna play the video and listen to the lecture on it. Jamie, thank you again for your support. All right, let's see here. Tangela, okay, thank you. All right, thank you, Tangela. I appreciate that. Thank you. That was the Cash App, y'all. $10 Cash App from Tangela. Thank you again. Appreciate that. Tanya Carter said, I'm so glad you are to be, let me put that on pause. You are to debunk this crap. Okay, who is that? Janice, okay, I'm gonna bring you up, Janice. Work in the laboratory medicine. Okay, this is stupid. All right, perfect. All right, so we have coming to the stream here, Janice. Thank you, Janice. Welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
No, I just hate that we don't have enough characters. I'm saying exactly what you're saying. But my thing is with the sister and the narrative of the second video, like you said, regardless of what the video is and what it's showing, the video that we see shows the actual injury occurring.
Yes.
So my concern is that why can't we have the family with that same narrative? Has she seen John Q video? Because that would help, just the public and everyone say, let's focus on this one video versus focusing on, what's the other video? What's the second video about?
Right. But with this being an ongoing case, we can't be trying to get the family to do or see or talk about anything. We need to be silent I'm not silent on our part, showing support, but we don't need to be trying to contact the family. They have been told to keep quiet. So we don't
No.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, I definitely understand and agree with that part. But again, just to hush the part of that discrepancy, because again, you have people saying, well, no, it's winter. No, it's not winter. We know it's not a second video of winter. We want you guys to focus on this video that shows what actually happened and when the injury occurred.
Right. And my thoughts are that the reason why they're doing that is to take some of the pressure off of Dejanay, right? Because we see that it was just that one person doing everything. But if I can say that Winter came over and did a technique, how do we know it was, it was her that did it, right? So this is just a way that a lot of when they're trying to defend the person to, put up a reasonable doubt, right? So that's why they're trying to blame the doctors now.
Exactly. That's why I said to even get rid of that reasonable doubt from the family. No second video.
Right.
What you see is what you get. That's what it is.
From the family, though, we really can't. We can't because we can't. We can't. We have to just trust ourselves in the videos that way because the family, they can't tell us anything. They can't. Right. They can't. And we have to know that we have to accept our eyes, what we saw our brains to see, our eyes, and the evidence that they put out there. They told us that this person is named Dejanay Jackson. They also told us, hey, Misty, I see you. I'm going to get you next. They also told us, the other Shanquella Robinson. So when people are coming with all these other things, I want to bring us back to the facts that we do know, science and math. All the rest of the stuff is additives, and we want to try not to let our minds run wild with, but there is a second video. What if?
Right.
You don't even need to worry about that because we saw what happened. We know once she slung her over and her legs were crossed over and she had her grip by the neck and slung her over while still holding it, she snapped her neck. She snapped her neck, and then she went immediately behind her with both hands and pushed and broke it off. That was the Atlas luxation that we saw her finishing it up. And then she continued to punch, kick, and knee her head.
Yeah, it's very disturbing. Very disturbing.
15 minutes after that was done. So whatever they're trying to say that all these things and stuff happen, we don't care. We go, nah, we ain't listening. We not listening. But yes, we don't want to put any pressure on the family to give us. We just regular people. They don't owe us nothing to calm us down or to make us stop thinking. We want to just support them with love and respect their privacy. Yeah. Jen, so what is this case has done for you as far as you're feeling very passionate about this? What got you feeling this way about the Shanquella Robinson?
Well, I first learned about it from a post on Facebook. I want to say probably right before the video came out. So it was really early on, and I've been following it since then. And just with her being so young, I have a daughter whose birthday is January 9th, and my daughter will be 19. So that's one of the first things when I saw the dates, I was like, oh, wow. And then I just started diving into the story more. And again, she's in college and telling her, look, this is not you can't trust people. So just going into that whole narrative with my daughter. And then again, just as I think we all here for the same purpose, the justice part of it. But again, once we start diving into it and seeing so many moving parts, you just get drawn into it. And again, still want to stay focused on the justice piece of it. Like, how do we get justice? How do we get that answer? And that's why, like you're saying, let's focus on what we see and what we know is in fact. So how do we filter out all the other things? So while, like you said, we don't want to intrude on the family, but at the same time, we have to filter out that part if they put it out there. Right. If that makes sense. Right. So that's why, like you said, we have to address it. If they said it, we have to address it in order to filter it out.
Right. So I say we listen to it again because a lot of times things be taken out of context.
Absolutely.
In the beginning, I was saying that there's no other video, but now I'm thinking, I was like, oh, okay, maybe they meant a second video,
right?
Somebody else's video. Because we saw that at least 2 people were videotaping. So maybe that's the second video.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I honestly didn't think of it that way until you said it, because I would have just thought, like the sister said, well, she think it's more, so it's more. It's other people saying it's Winter, so it's more. But like you said, well, a second video. What does a second video mean? Does it mean just another person was recording, or does it mean again? Is there another video that's alleged to be attack video, because then that's what we have to address too. Well, like you said, if it is another attack video, that video didn't cause the injury because it had already happened.
Right. So that's how we can stay focused, because it'll be easy to get sidetracked. And now we're going back and forth with who did what.
Yeah.
We already saw who did what.
Right.
Person will be just sitting back, like, Agent A could just be kicking back saying, like, see, now they're gonna be trying to figure out how to get who did it, right? Decree what I did, because what if the other people weren't even expecting for her to do that, right? But in her mind, she's got already her intentions and stuff. So we don't know any of these things. That's why I say to even tell myself this: make sure I'm sticking to the facts, because my mind will be going, was this some type of sacrifice? You know what I mean?
It's not being taken out of context.
Yes,
it's not being taken out of context. So again, reviewing, what is the sister saying? Is she saying, do we need more clarification for her? Not to intrude on her. So how do we get it then? Right. So if that means we have to watch the video 100 times till we can say that's what she's saying, then that's what it is, without the intruding on her. True.
And we've done that. Like one video, I think we watched 4 times to determine that it wasn't a FaceTime. It was actually the person that we're thinking is Winter videotaping.
Right.
Hey, Misty, I brought you up here. We have Misty RN up here too. Jenny, was it anything else that you wanted to let us know or put out to the chat?
No, I just wanted to clear it up because the characters come up half the sentences and the way you were reading them, I was like, no, I'm with you, I'm following you, but that clarification piece. So what we're saying, like, we just have to decipher what is what. So what is it, a second video of somebody else recording, or what is it, a second video of attack? And even if it is that the video that caused the injury? Because that's all we want to know. What video caused the injury? And what we saw, that's the video that did it.
Yeah. Well, I thank you so much in the chat. Thank you for coming up to clear everything up, and you offered a lot of value and information to the chat too. That's something that you definitely can listen to again. That's a good one there.
Thank you for having me. I'm going to still be listening, but thank you guys.
You're welcome. Hey, Misty, welcome back.
Hey, how are you doing?
All right, what's going on with you, Miss Misty?
Well, I just think that I don't know, like the whole thing is there's a lot of things to really throw us off, like the getting lost in the sauce type of thing, because I do believe that there's a lot of people that are just like a lot of other cases, there's money to be made and things like that, but we have to remain on the facts. The facts are that first video that we saw. Definitely, from a medical point of view and looking at it like that, that was definitely the end. We know the facts of, there's no way to change the facts of when oxygen is you're not breathing, oxygen's not getting there. Most people know, even people that are not of the medical source, know that you can only survive for so long without oxygen, and she definitely wasn't breathing. She could have, I know a lot of people probably think, why was she in that stance? There is a, sitting like she was there, when you get that, broken neck, broken spinal area injury, you will remain in the it looks very odd, but she will remain in there, and I do believe that's how the maid found her. I do believe that, and I do believe they stepped out of the room. I do believe that they made some special arrangements or plans to try to cover this up after it occurred, or were they going to embarrass her? I don't know, but I do know one thing I wanted to throw in here: whether the U.S. or however they plan to prosecute this thing, because it will go to a prosecution at some point in time. They will to make everybody feel better. I do know that on these cases like this, they bring in medical people, professionals, not like you saw in the pictures, like like that fake Red Cross and the fake doctor and all these things, that I believe they, the people that want to prosecute this, because it the more that we keep it alive, the more it is a bigger case. They will bring in a surgeon, they will bring in nurses, they will bring in other doctors that can allow them to say, hey, this is what happens when this occurs. Look at this. I mean, they will break down that video in front of a jury if it goes to some type of jury trial, for this for this, especially the lady that does appear to have seemed to have caused the biggest damage. I'm going to say Dejanay, I can't say her name very good, but I'm going to say that she caused that damage. She caused the actual incident of it. Yes, the other people I feel are just as guilty in their own way,
Right.
because someone should have told. But I do believe that if this does come back to the U.S. or however it comes out, I do believe that they will, as in any of these big trials that they have, they will get medical professionals in there, that can say, no, there's no way that this happened. They will break it down. We're just the YouTube, trial people, but when this gets in front of the real medical professionals, when I say real, I mean, yes, we are real. You are an RN, I am too. But I mean, these are going to be paid, surgeons, whoever, the people with the spine people, the people with these backgrounds are going to be,
Right.
when they go to prosecute this, it's going to be the very medical professional, people that they put on the stand, to say this is how these things occur. They will break it down, line it up, twist it, turn it. They will let the people know. So that is one thing that I don't know if people have thought about how this thing is going to line up at the end. If it stays here and goes in front of the jury, they're going to have the most perfect. I mean, they're going to really nail this thing to the wall, and show what's happened. I mean, that's what I, believe. If it stay, if it can get back up here in the U.S. and be in the real court of law, like not the Mexican, thing, not trying to say that, I don't know how that would turn out, but I feel like, here in the U.S., they would really put it with the high, professionals, what I'm saying? Like a back surgeon, neurologist, everything that could say this is what all happens, and prove the points of the medical people that are talking about this, along those lines, because that's the way I'm thinking, I mean, and of course I know that they've covered up this, they've tried to line up these, line everything up and covered up the 6 other people that were there, whatever, all of them together have came up with these plans, and they're trying to do a lot of things that throw off the minds of people, with these crazy old videos. And there was another lady that said that she had an actual response from Nazir, but then she did back it up and say, that I don't know, or it could have been another fake, Instagram, type whatever with a response. She didn't know if it was actually him. She didn't, say that, but she got this response. So, it's a lot of guessing and all this, but there is no guessing as to how that lady died.
Right.
Shanquella, there is no guessing as to how she died. We saw it right there and then. And I do believe, like I said, medical people will, professional witnesses, that they call, will say everybody has been saying as to how she died. And then from there, they'll have to figure out how they're going to do this whole, lineup that these people pictures that these people try to paint. I mean, it's crazy. The pictures that they're putting out here, the responses that they're saying has come in, there's just a whole lot of things that they're really trying to throw off, people. So you have to be really careful not to, to stick to the facts. Like you said, the math and science. But I'm going to go, and thank you so much for letting me say that.
You are so welcome. Thank you, Misty. Always welcome to come up here. I appreciate you speaking out, from as an RN, to be able to, give the care to the chat too. Also, I appreciate my RN moderators out there, because I know that you are rendering the nursing process, and we're here to help people. That's what we do as nurses. We are advocates, and we want to help people and stuff. Thank you so much, Misty. What was it that got you interested in this case too, Misty?
I started noticing, and I think it's the nursing part of it, the part where, they were saying, this is how she died. No, this is how she died. And when I looked at the video that they had, the first video, I was like, no, that's a lot of.
She didn't die that way. Yeah, that's
right. There was so much, and I'm like, this is very simple. I mean, in my mind, knowing the professional, experience and stuff that I've had, and the, the training and stuff for him. I'm like, no, you can clearly see how she passed away at whatever point in time that this was. At the time, I didn't know exactly what point in time that it was in the day, but I'm like, no, this is how she passed away right here. And within 15 minutes, she was gone. So all this other bull crap, 8 hours later, 10 hours later, all this stuff, it's fake. I couldn't understand how it wasn't easy for people to see that, but then I have to remember, I'm looking at it from the medical part of it,
True.
and that takes a lot when you're actually able to see the medical part of it, how she actually passed away, the amount of time that she would have had left.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of the guessing game out of it. Of course, not all this lineup and who's, paid who and all that, that's going to come out, I'm sure. But as far as her death and who actually caused the major blow and all that, it's right there. It's right there to see on that video. So, but thank you so much for having me. And I wanted to reassure people that I do know that if that trial does come to the United States and stuff like that, that I feel like they will hire and they will have the professional people come and testify, and it'll be the same thing that we're saying, but they'll have people there that'll really show the jury how all this, took place as far as she actually passed away. So
excellent. Well, thank you, Misty.
Yes,
I appreciate
ma'am.
you for
Thank
coming up.
you.
All right. Thank you. And I got somebody else up here, Donisha, coming to the stage.
Okay, how do I do it?
All right.
Robbie.
Feedback.
Do I push chat? What do I do?
Just turn your volume down. All right. Can you hear me? Can I hear the feedback?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but there's feedback.
What?
There's feedback. I think you need to turn your volume.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Okay, there we go. Oh, and I still hear myself. What do you have your put yours on mute?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. That's better. But I still hear feedback.
Yeah, I have my volume down.
Okay. Let me see here. Let me turn this off. Okay. Let's see. Donisha, what brought you up today? What's going on with you?
I don't know. It's like so weird because, like I said, I haven't slept in 2 days, and my emotion support dog got away. But anyway, he came back. But that's not the point. I said, I will glad if you really want me to talk. If she said that she's gonna invite people on to talk, I'm gonna do it because I never did this before, and I'm like really scared right now. But it's like, I don't know, but it's like Shanquella really touched my heart, and she's been on my mind ever since. And it's like, oh my gosh, this is like that's why I love coming to your channel, because you bring it back to reality. Because everybody's saying all these kind of stuff about the parents and stuff like that, and it's out there, and that like it was a sacrifice, and that her parents are the one who did it and all that stuff. And then they have videos so they can show you all this and stuff like that. And then it started me thinking, well, maybe it was. And then I had to come back to your channel and say, no, that's not true. And it's like they given the defense team something to look at, and to say, no, this is why. And all you need is a one reasonable doubt. And then I said, a lot of people were saying that it's sacrifice. A lot of people were saying it. And then all you have to do is have that one grain of reasonable doubt to change a jury's mind or or judge mind. And that's why it's making me upset when they do all this. And I don't know, it's just so frustrating because I watch a lot of them. But there's like Nancy Gray, Doctor came on, you came on, even nurses and stuff like that. Even was on a round table the other day, not the other day, but a couple of days ago. Even the lady who speaks for Jerome to translate what he's saying, she's also got medical background, and she came on and she said the exact same thing how she passed away. And people say, well, no, she moved her hand, and she's trying to tell them, no, that's how she passed away. And it's like, I don't know. It's just I don't know.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you for your passion. I'm glad that you're finding some comfort over here, and I'm glad your dog came back too. And I had some sleepless nights too, and still sometimes when we've seen the videos or some of the the information will get to me, and I'm overcome again with emotion. So I know exactly how it feels to feel like, when is this going to be over? And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to know that this is going on, and that we're not even close to justice. That we still are being told to be patient, and we just have to wait. So, yeah.
And there's with the Drew, I think that's his name. When he interviewed the father said he did not say he seen the video. And then when Drew said, when he got it from Dejanae's mom friend said this, and he said it's verified. I'm like, it came from Cobble Sticks.
Yes.
Friend, they're gonna help her. So why you guys gonna believe anything that come out Cobble Sticks' mind when they did that to her? You don't believe anything that come out their mind. If it's a friend, I don't care. You don't believe anything that come out their mouth. Wherever they say it's lying, because they're trying to cover up. I don't see why they can't put that together.
Yeah, that's a good point there. And I tried to bring that out too. I was like, okay, he talking about Dejanae's mama. Like, we really going to take that word of the mother?
Yes, and just like the first, the call that just came on right now, all she said, all that's true. I have faith in that. They're going to have their people who can, say this is how she died. And then they want to say, well, there was another person on the list. And then I'm like, okay, they have this ink where they can see if there was another person on that list. And then, so I know that I don't have to worry about that. And then they want to say, what else they want to say? That is you can't see that's Dejanae. They have technology. She brought it out. They're gonna see it's Dejanae. So I'm not even worried about the case. They're gonna prove all this.
Right.
I'm just worried about the other fake stuff coming out. They can give the defense team something to go with.
Yep, exactly. That's why I say stick to the facts, because they're trying to now throw in that reasonable doubt. Maybe it was the doctor that did the crappy CPR. Nope, that's where we're going to go back to the details and the knowledge that we do know. The doctor could not have done CPR because Shanquilla was gone 15 minutes after we saw Dejanae Jackson unalive her. So that's it. That's that.
And then another thing they want to say, well, you know what? It wasn't. They didn't mean to do that. She meant to do that. As soon as she kept beating her, that's intentional. She beat her to death. That was intentional. And that's when they're going to bring in, that's intentional.
Right.
When she kept beating her and that she did not fight back. That's intentional.
Yes. And the technique that was rendered. It wasn't like it was just a regular attack and you hit the person in the wrong spot. You intentionally grab the neck. You intentionally widen your stance so you can get in a fighting stance and manipulated her neck and slung her over. Then you went to finish the job with both hands behind her head and broke off her head off of her body. You meant to do that.
Yeah, I'm just praying, and I'm just praying. I know we can overcome.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to thank you so much, Donisha, for all your support. You have been a very great value and asset to the channel. Really have been encouraging me, and I appreciate hearing your voice, putting a voice to all of your chats and everything that you've been contributing.
Thank you. I really appreciate you.
You're welcome. Anytime. Thank y'all so much for coming up. And I got someone else coming up here. We got a Butterfly Beautiful. All right, new name. Did I get Butterfly? There we go. Hey, Butterfly Beautiful. Welcome.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you well.
Well, I sit in the background all the time and just watch you. Last night was the first time I jumped into the chat.
Thank you.
I would like to say thank you for keeping people focused and keeping their eyes on the facts. I retired from corrections after 20 years. And last night when I heard the people on there stating that this was what was going to happen to the XY chromosome being incarcerated. And this is what was going to happen to the XX chromosome. I just thought I would come up here tonight if I got the opportunity to clear up a couple of things.
Thank you.
In corrections, we don't care what you identify as. It's a liability for an XY and an XX to be housed together without security.
Okay.
So they're going to go to that birth certificate. All that's going to be taken care of during the pre-sentencing investigation. What you were born as is what you're going to be housed as.
Okay, y'all hear that?
So if you are an XY, born XY, you're XY. You can walk around the institution with all the mutilations that you choose.
Ooh.
But you were born XY, you're going to be housed XY. You were born XX, you're going to be housed XX. If anyone is coming up pregnant in an institution, the first people that are going to be investigated are going to be the officers. Because an XY chromosome had to impregnate an XX working in that institution, or vice versa. And that's usually the culprit in the situation.
Wow.
It's not because they allow transgenders to house with what they identify with. Because if that was the case, if I identified as a duck, where are they going to house me?
Yeah.
And that was basically the only thing that I wanted to clear up. So that's a liability. They're not going to take a liability on housing an XY with an XX and an XY assault the XX,
and then
or
what
vice
about
versa.
the safety of the XXs? That's not fair. You in here for unaliving an XX. How can you be put over here with the? How am I going to feel safe?
They're not going to do it. Whenever an XY and an XX come across each other in a correctional setting, it's secure. It's secure. They've had instances in the past, just in visiting rooms, where assaults have happened.
Wow.
Those are liabilities. Those are payouts. And the state institution is not going to put themselves in a position where they have to pay out millions of dollars to a family because of their negligence.
Yeah.
That just doesn't happen. So I wanted to clear that up. And then as far as the second video, maybe this might help clear up a couple of things. There were 7 people in the Cabo Villa, right?
Yeah.
So only 7 of those people could take a video. And if 7 of those people were recording, then there would be 7 videos. But there would be no more than 7. There could be less because maybe 3 of those people don't video. So then you only got 4.
Right.
So when they say there's a second video, we clearly do see that someone is recording something.
Thank you.
But it can only come from the people that are there to record.
Right.
After Shanquella received that injury that we all seen take place on that video, anything that happened before didn't matter, and anything that happens after does not matter, because in that instant, that girl had 15 minutes of life to hang on to. And during those 15 minutes, none of those 6 other people got her any help, got her any medical attention, didn't summon anyone. They automatically went into fight or flight mode.
Yeah.
Which is something that we automatically go into when we are faced with trouble. So I could see them going into fight or flight mode because this is something that's taking place that they probably have never experienced. I know, working 20 years in corrections, I've seen a whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I've never seen anyone decapitated before my eyes.
Yeah.
And going into fight or flight, I could see them trying to cover up a whole lot after they calmed down from the situation.
Right. But do you
I can see
them changing the clothes and moving the body and doing all that?
Yes.
You see,
I just don't believe that took place.
Okay.
Because when you faced with an incident, and it don't even have to be on that level, it could be a minor incident. Your child goes down the steps, a nail hanging out, and their skin rips open on their leg. The last thing you're going to be thinking about is how to dress them, the first thing you're going to think about is how to get them help. Yeah. Neither one of them children, and I'm going to call them children, because they're like my children. They're the age of my children, and they're still my children, no matter how old they get. None of them stopped and said, let's get this girl some help.
Yeah.
So that lets me know they didn't get they stayed in fight mode. Not flight mode, but fight mode.
Yeah.
So at that point, they were only thinking about saving themselves.
True.
Because they couldn't save her. You know, they know that they couldn't save her. After that 15 minutes, I'm sure after that 15 minutes passed, they were crazy. They were running around that villa crazy, trying to come up with what we gonna say, what we gonna do, how
I
we
think
gonna
your audio is breaking up.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I appreciate you coming up here, and you brought some very good points to the chat, and you really shed a lot of light, and I appreciate the value that you brought. And please continue to come back and offer your wisdom to the chat. We have, that's great that we can see from a correctional office a point of view, because I was worried about that. I was like, if they put this thing, if this is true, then there should be some rights. Like we got to do something about it. We need to start making some new laws or something to protect women. So I do thank you for being at ease on that.
Yes, that's not going to happen. Also, we got to think on the fact that even though these kids did what they did, and as horrible as it was, it doesn't matter. In the United States, they have rights as United States citizens. So we can't ask the United States government to change the rules just for this particular case.
Thank you.
Protocol is going to be followed. Policies is going to be followed. They're going to dot their I's. They're going to cross their T's before anything happens. And regardless if we like it or not, those kids have rights. And I know I'm not going to be popular by saying this, but they do have rights as United States citizens. I worked in corrections for 20 years. I was in there with guys who have fought extradition for 20 years.
Wow.
So, they do have rights. The United States government do not have to turn those kids willingly over to Mexico. Whether or not they decide to prosecute them here, even though they did not commit a crime on United States, it's going to be iffy, it's going to be tricky. But with all the technology that those kids were using that day, as far as recording these videos and posting them and these ISP addresses, they will be able, it may not be much, but they will be able to get something to stick on them, to charge them in the United States. It may not be as severe as we want it to be. It may not even be for the crime that we feel they should be convicted for, but they will be handled. And then, we got God.
Yeah.
He handles all things. Vengeance is his.
Not forget it. Well, thank you so much, beautiful butterfly, for coming up and expressing yourself. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. All right, that was good. Okay, so we haven't had folks to come up, in a minute there. It's always good to, to express. So anybody else out there, I'm going to go through some more of these comments. And as long as we know we leave it in a peaceful mode here, we'll be giving the benediction. All right. Karen says, so Jessica B, you are correct. All right. And see here, we got some, I'm so over this lie, over these lies. Yeah. Yes, it's hard to stay focused on. That's why, it's important that we just come on back to the truth. Shadow says, whatever Dejanay says, Winter follows suit, so doubting with tired to stop fighting. You said Winter tried to stop fight. Okay. At the beginning, it was stated that Elise tried to stop it, has allegedly wasn't even in the room, but heard the commotion. Okay, yeah, we heard that, right? We heard that someone heard the commotion of the fighting and came in there screaming and tried to break it up. We done played this video multiple times on this channel. Y'all have seen the video multiple times on other people's channels. No one has ever heard, I never heard any screaming. When I put the question out there, let me know if you heard any screaming. No one has admitted to hearing any screaming. However, we hear the impact from all of that. We heard all that. We heard the slam to the floor. We heard all that stuff. But I didn't hear one person scream. I didn't hear one person say stop. I didn't hear one person say, hey. I didn't hear one person say nothing except for Quilla. Can you at least fight back? I heard that. And I think I kind of heard at the end a female voice to say, why is she not getting up? But other than that, I didn't hear no screams. I didn't hear no, hey, stop that. I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear none of that stuff. That's why I don't believe that when they say that someone came in there and tried to break it up, right? We saw after Dejanay finished, she threw her hands up in triumph and walked over to the side to let out more rage. I'm tired of you, right? Remember that? She was still had so much rage and anger. Had to let some more out. That's what I heard. But I didn't hear no screaming. I didn't hear nobody trying to break it up. Sandra Edmonds said, how many videos do we need to see? How much proof do we need this so-called female Jackson fight like a man with the strength to cause bodily harm? Exactly. But they want to tell us that we ain't right. We don't know what we're talking about. Baby Sis says, Atla Jessica, please tell me you saw all those videos. I really want to know if they exist. Shadow says, Dejanay grabbed her at the neck and flung her to the floor. Deja full of rage. Yes, rage. SD Reaction Vlog says, hello, host. Hello, SD Reaction Vlog. Welcome. Says, how are you? I am doing wonderful. Darlene Span says, when you meet people, they are your acquaintances until you can say they are your friends. And when you are moving in life for the better and them acquaintance are stuck in life, you must cut them off. Exactly. Got to cut the people off to continue to grow. Otherwise, you'll just be staying stagnant with them. Good point, Darlene. Hey, Janice. All righty. Raul says the video that me and Baby Sis was referring shows a prior trip to Cabo with Dejanay, Winter, and Elise. They've been there before. Interesting. With Dejanay, Winter, and Elise. Thank you, Raw. Thank you. All right, good information there. The Jessica says, Baby Sis, no, it's all lies. Lots of people saying they seen them but haven't provided receipts. Exactly. People coming over here talking about there's a second video showing the Winter grab by the neck and do the body slam, all this stuff, but no one's ever seen it. We've been waiting for this second video for more than a month. No video. But the good news is that this video that we do have and that we have seen shows it all. So there's really no need for this second video. Shadow says, truth about what not able did you good push-ups. Truth about why not able did you a good push-up. But then she was probably faking it not to give herself up that she was strong. Oh, you mean Winter. Okay. The truth about Winter not able did you a good push-up. But then she was probably faking it. Okay, so let me show the pelvis again real quick. The reason why, I wanted to, oh my goodness, all these comments. Okay, let me, real quick with the pelvis and to show y'all why. So it wasn't even about her showing the strength. I was just showing y'all how, because of the way the skeletons are made, that's the reason why you see that arch in the back when the ladies are doing the push-ups. A natural, normal way would be to do those half push-ups. And I was saying that back in the day, they used to tell the women that we did the half push-ups, and that was because back then in the PE and the health classes, they understood that women have this S-shaped spine. The spine has a curve, and a tilted pelvis, right? So therefore, the reason why they would tell you to bring your knees up is to support your low back, right? So that's why ladies do the push-ups like that. And I was just showing y'all how Winter naturally did what a lady would do. And then I showed y'all how the other push-up went. And I explained to you why that person would have a straight back. If there was an XY chromosome, it's because of this. All right, this here is an X. Let me find it. Where is this at? Let me pull this down so y'all can see. Ooh, way up there. Okay. XX chromosome. This is a female pelvis. First, let me just say this. If they found skeletal remains in the woods, we are able to tell by the skeletal remains if it's human or if it's animal. If we determine that these skeletal remains are human remains, we can determine if it's male or female because of the pelvis. In the human skeleton, the pelvis is what's distinguished male from female. And that's because the female skeleton is designed to carry children. Your skeleton is your foundation. You cannot change your skeleton. You cannot change that. It's your foundation. This is what you have. This is the XX chromosome, the female skeleton. Notice the pelvis over here. Let me see. Y'all see this mouse? Notice the pelvis over here. It is wide. Look at there. See, big old circle. This is the 10 centimeters that your cervix it's going to dilate to be able to let the baby out of the body. See here? See, the creator already provided for this. The creator knew that the baby was going to have to stay in there for 9 months. That's why he gave you this tilted pelvis. See, this pelvis look like a bucket, right? It's tilted. So the baby doesn't fall out. The baby got to stay up in there. Look at how smooth these vertebrae are on the back. Y'all see that? Smooth, 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 right? Big old wide pelvis here. But look at this, right? Here is the XY chromosome here. We can see that this is not smooth. Look at this. Prickly, prickly. Ouch, ouch, ouch. A baby can't be in there. Look at how narrow that is. Look at there. Narrow. No space in there, right? A baby can't be in there. Nothing can be in there. It's see that? That's an XY chromosome. This is the male pelvis. It is straight, and the back is also straight. So there's certain movements, there's certain things a female skeleton can do. There's certain movements that a male skeleton can do. And that's why I want to show y'all what that looks like. So people have questions that felt like the person in the video doing the attack had the physical makeup of an XY chromosome. And so that's why I was pointing it out, that these are ways that you can see, because a lot of people don't know, because there are XY chromosomes that dress themselves up and say that they identify with being an XX. And some of the XY chromosomes don't know the difference. And some of them don't want to be with an XY chromosome on an intimate level. And they want to know how they can be able to tell, because some of the XY chromosome take shots and get injections and take hormones to get fat deposited on their bottoms. And some XY chromosomes get, distracted. They think that might be possibly an XX chromosome. So I want to show you how you can avoid getting tricked by looking at certain landmarks. A XX chromosome, a female, is always going to have an arch in the back. We were designed that way so we don't fall over from carrying the babies. And that's why we have a tilted pelvis too, so the baby don't fall out. And this design makes us slower than the XY chromosomes because of that tilted pelvis. So we're not going to be as fast, and we're definitely not going to be as strong. So let me see where I'm at. All righty. Arnisha says, it's beyond me. Really crazy that they let these young people go while this young lady was seriously passed on. No one even contacted her parents. The parents had to contact them. Yep. Super sad. Hey, Lavonda. Lavonda said the cover-up could have included medical staff. Remember, we're talking about a private resort with their own set of rules. We do not know how much control the owners have. Big bucks involved. All righty. Hey, and Arnisha said, I'm seriously not understanding why did anyone in that was not put on pause for going home until they conducted an investigation and got all their contact information to call the parent. I'm telling y'all, they snuck out of there. They snuck out of there. And then when the real authorities figured out what happened, they was already gone. They was already gone. And that's why I don't believe they dressed the body and did all that stuff. They trying to get up out of there. They was trying to get out of there, get as far away from that body as possible. They wasn't thinking they was going to need to show some pics of a doctor going there. They wasn't thinking they was going to need all that stuff. Or to prove that it was, they didn't think that. Here's our alibi. Let's go and get up out of here. Let's get out of here before they figure out we gone. Yeah, they knew what they was doing. New name, Natasha Armstrong says, right, nobody from Mexico called the family. I don't get it. The father had to call to find the body himself. Exactly. We know Mexico is corrupt. If nobody would have called to find out about the body, it would just been another one of those things. Yep. Hey, what's up, Bree? Says yes, at Baby Sis. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna get a few more of these new ones. Then, yeah, gonna call it. See, Charlotte said it makes me think about my nieces. Yeah. This really opened my eyes too, as far as like, like I said, I'm 52, so I wasn't even aware. I didn't know this was such a bad thing. Like I've heard, I know that. I don't know. This was all new for me. And I was thinking too that maybe we have our own femicide here too. We just call it something different, like domestic violence. It's a lot of men over here, domestic violence, unaliving women and getting away with it too. And people don't say nothing. Because we have been conditioned to stay silent on abuse. And that's why I say over here, we try to do we do moments of speaking where we're speaking out the names of victims and abusers. So if you knowing somebody that's beating on their wife or something like that, we not gonna be quiet no more on that kind of stuff. Because back in the, we was trained to do that, trained to be quiet. Like it's none of your business. If he want to beat the hell out of his wife, that's all. That's their business. And people didn't get involved. A lot of people stood by when these women were getting abused and unalived. And then afterwards, they would make up stories about what happened, and stuff like that. And women getting unalived and no justice. Lavonda says the cover-up could have... Oh, I already read that. My bad. La Jessica says, it's a video of Winter slamming Shanquella Robinson. It's a video of Winter stopping the fight. Wait a minute. So Winter... body slammed her and stopped the fight too. So she stopped the fight and then slammed her, or she slammed her and then stopped the fight. It's a video of Elise stopping the fight. Okay, let me go read this again. Jessica says it's a video of Winter slamming Shanquella Robinson. It's a video of Winter stopping the fight. It's a video of Elise stopping the fight. Oh my goodness. Woo, I hear you. Okay. All right. Thank you. Beverly Foster says, Winter can't even do a proper push-up. I know. I'm right. So, imagine. Even Dejanay had the advantage of the momentum of that, Shanquella was still up. So a lot of times, you can use the person's own body weight to leverage, but picking up dead weight from off of the floor and body slam it, that's amazing. Like amazing, huh? Right. Hey, Patricia, what's going on? I wanted to know, why haven't the family hired a private investigator or an attorney to help what is going on? I thought, I was under the impression that they did hire one. They were saying that's what the GoFundMe money was for. Yep. And they're told to keep quiet on this here. Shadow says Winter and Dejanay are very close. Are they? Right, just too much. Just, I know, huh? Yeah, we all agreeing on that one. Arnisha said, it's beyond me. Really crazy that they let these. Okay, how did I go? I was, young lady was seriously passed on. Okay, I read that. Righty. Okay, and here's new. Sandra says, how many videos do we need to see for the proof? We need to see so-called family Jackson fight like a man with the strength to cause bodily harm. Yeah, I got that one too. Thank y'all so much. Darlene said, when you meet people, they are. I did that too. How is this happening? Y'all must have put it in there again, huh? All right, let me scoot down here. Hey, Maureen, where you been? Even after the wrestle dude twist, the position of Quilla's neck had no mobility to lift, apart from a weak rise of upper limbs, but only from elbow, lower limbs up, then total shutdown. Yep. And like I said, 15 minutes after. So whatever residual movement, what was happening, 15 minutes after that, done. So it doesn't, yeah. Thank y'all so much. Okay, so we coming in. Ooh. How am I still scrolling? No way. No way. All right, let me see. T Diva, this is a new name. The family should have done a toxicology report as well to rule out alcohol poisoning, since this is what was stated. Regardless to changes, they should have to protect Shanquella Robinson from them saying murder. The dad did say that. If we go back and watch Jero's interview, the dad said, when they called him back and said, no, Mr. Robinson, it wasn't no alcohol poison. Your daughter died from a broken neck. Yeah, so, yeah. Yep, they did. Tangela said, yes, I absolutely say I did 10 centimeters. I did 10 centimeters 5 times. Oh, 5 times. Okay. They make you rock your hips in labor. Exactly. Yeah. Yep. But do you see how we already designed for that moment? Even if we don't utilize that, that's how we were designed, right? We were designed for that. And you cannot change your foundation. So you can have your genitalia mutilated and all that kind of stuff, but the fact is that the skeletal frame will remain the same. Yep. All right. See, T Diva said the nurse stated she was alive, and this is going to be a huge problem unless they arrest her for lying. If they don't arrest the nurse, then this case will not stick. There was no nurse. There was no nurse. These were all lies. There was no nurse. There was no nurse that did anything. There was no nurse. Shanquilla was gone 15 minutes after the attack. The nurse, all that is part of the lie. All that is part of the lie. The nurse stated she was alive and then they changed it. First it was first it said nurse, then it was a doctor, right? It was supposed to, yeah. So they're talking about a doctor. Then there was the nurse. So yeah, this is all lies, y'all. That's why I'm saying like this has nothing to do with the case at all. These are all lies. All lies. Which one was it? Nurse, doctor, Red Cross, ambulance, paramedics, lies. Kyrania says the family had a private autopsy completed. Yep. And see, Baby Sis says at T Diva, seriously, those funds were donated. It's up to them what they do with them. And the attack video cannot be disputed. Agreed. T Diva says Cabo 6 is not hiding from us. They are hiding from the cartel because they messed up big time. They went with Cabo 6 and found out afterwards that they were played by Cabo 6. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They did it and snuck out, right? They snuck out. So them putting all this stuff afterwards is them trying to cover their own butts to put it back on the Cabo 6, right? Since now they got to cover up that they, lied on one of their doctors. Let's see. Kyrania, hey, some roses there. That's what I wanted to know. Perfecto. Janet says at Raw, Joya, Elise was on that previous trip to Mexico with Winter. Elise and Dejanay. That's why I find it interesting. Quilla tagged her as flaked in that IG story post. Let's see. T Diva, I hope you're not being misinformed elsewhere. Let's see. Sylvia Black says, RN, you are an excellent teacher. Now, if only everyone would listen. Thank you, Sylvia. I appreciate that. And Kyrania said the death certificate already says she died within 15 minutes of the injury based on the autopsy. That proves the nurse lied if there was even a nurse there. Exactly. Yep. T Diva says, baby sis, it's what you can prove, not what you've been said, not what is being said. Exactly. And we can prove that we saw the person that they are saying is Dejanay Jackson punch, grab, pull, twist, and throw, breaking the neck off of Shanquella Robinson, continuing the assault, the attack with both hands to manually rip the head off of Shanquella Robinson's body. We saw her to continue to attack with full punches, knees, kicking her head. We saw that. So that's what we can prove. You're absolutely right. We don't care what they said. We don't care that they said that they did 14 rounds of CPR. We don't care that they said that she had on some clothes. We don't care that they said that she was in the living room. We don't care that they said any of this stuff because we got the proof. You're exactly right, TD, but we stick in with the facts. We don't care about what they said. Exactly. I see. Yep. Baby sis says this crime is so horrific and convoluted. It does not need conspiracy theories, but people insist. What's up, Coffee Girl? Coffee Girl said exactly right, T Diva. Hey, Tanika. Been quiet, pretty much quiet tonight. Exactly at baby sis. Yes. Kyrania, the movement of her arm was mechanical, not intentional. Her body was shutting down. Exactly. Yep, that's all just neurological energy that was in there. T Diva says at baby says, I really want justice. I'm just thinking outside the box. The nurse saying she was still alive afterwards, the Cabo 6 can say that maybe the nurse did that. They messed up, Mexico. Yeah, I'm sure. And that's why Mexico is trying to say that the Cabo 6 messed up because they didn't tell the doctor all the information. But, again, just more fluff stuff for people to, talk about, which don't make any difference. Beverly Fox said, maybe I missed something, but was an autopsy done here in the United States? We don't have any proof of that. T Diva, good. The video says it's all. Yep. There's no way this case is taking this long. They're laughing at us, and the FBI knows it. Wow. Yes, at Beverly, the family had a second autopsy done. They have not released the results. They probably don't even have the results back this fast. Donisha says at Beverly Foster, yes. And they did anything because it's required. All right. Kyrania says, if I were them, I wouldn't make them public anyway. Yeah, they're just making bigger hole for themselves. bigger hole. T. Diva, Beverly Foster said, I think that's why they are dragging their feet. They want to cast doubt on everything. Yep. But we're going to stick to the facts. We got the video. Y'all can't cast no doubts up here. At Baby Sis says at T. Diva, it's been less than 90 days. That's not a long time for a case with international extradition involved. That's true. Hey, Tangela. Tangela says, sad left her remains behind. They thought the luggage barrier who win for them. They underestimated the whole issue. She just be lost, unrecognized. Exactly. People be counting on that. Like I said, a lot of time, oftentimes when people expire, sometimes the family, especially in the Black community, aren't ready. That's why they do the GoFundMes and those kind of things, because they don't have money set aside for burial, right? It costs money for that. And to imagine having to come up with the money to recover somebody's body. There's a lot of bodies that's just left out there because families didn't have the money to recover the body. And I'm thinking that they were counting on that, the longer it would take, or if they did recover the body, they can still get away with their what they did by using their alibi, because nobody could dispute it. You can't dispute there was alcohol poisoning if you don't have a body to prove otherwise. T. Diva says, I would honestly hate for them to circle back and say that this case is closed due to not enough proof evidence, because it's just way too much misinformation. Her body was moved too many times. Misinformation, that's your a key word right there. And two, we don't have to accept the misinformation, because we'll just accept the video that shows Dejanay Jackson unaliving Shanquella Robinson. So that way we won't get distracted with misinformation. Glenda Pace. Hello, Glenda. I have been a nurse since 1987 and paralegal for several years. One, medics would have known her neck was broken because in CPR, you have to do a head tilt position for breaths. Exactly. Good point. Exactly. Good point. Beverly Foster. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They telling on themselves. That's why I was saying those were fake workers. There's no way that they did any of this stuff. She's absolutely right. To get the airway, you've got to do a head tilt, chin lift to be able to get the breaths to go in there. They would have saw all of the trauma to the head and neck and the back. Let's see. Can y'all hear anything? Am I mute? Can y'all not hear me? All right, so I'm about to read a few more, then we're going to close up out of here. All right, let's see here. Glenda says, allegedly they meant to unalive her. They took all her belongings and her ID, hoping they would not be able to identify her. In this such case, only if they chose a lawyer, allegedly by the DA. Thanks, RN. Appreciate it. All right, cool. Donisha said at TD, but the video is not 48 hours to prove she drunk all day and all night. It's only a snip of a video. True. All right. Oh, what's up? Embrim 9763. Thank you. You are welcome. All right. I agree that she did not pass from alcohol poisoning, but I do think a toxicology is needed. She had to have had some alcohol in her system. We all saw videos of her consuming alcohol. Yeah, we sure did. We also saw the video of her being unalived by Dejanay Jackson. So if she had alcohol in her system, what difference does it make? Yep, she could have had a blood alcohol level or whatever the level is that say that, you're drunk or whatever like that. But the cause of demise is severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation. After receiving that injury, you have 15 minutes. The life expectancy is 15 minutes. So really a toxicology report not needed. Shanquilla's sister said Dejanay was at least 6 feet tall. Yeah, we heard her on that one video. Said she was 6'1". 6'1". Yep. Coffee Girl says not in Mexico. Burden of proof is a joke. Wow. That's what I'm saying, y'all. I'm hoping that we get our proof. We get our, justice here. We get them here. Because Mexico, come on, y'all. We ain't not going to get enough from Mexico. Beverly Fawcett at TD, but I appreciate you playing devil's advocate because it gives us a chance to see things from all angles. Exactly. Yep, we do not mind looking at things from. We need your comments and statements here, Ebony, so we making sure that we sticking to the facts and come right on back because these are things that they will try to bring up, right? How do we know she didn't go from alcohol poisoning? We know that because we saw her. The attack. We saw it all. Hey, D. Shay says the video does not it speaks for itself. Justice for Shanquella Robinson. Exactly. And T. Diva says, Ebony, thank you. Yep. Carla, the dad said they are doing a second autopsy. Yeah, I had heard that too in another interview. Janice says, friendly reminder, a private investigator would be private. So how do you expect to know or be informed if they have one? Good point. Thank you, Janice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. One. Yeah. All right. Alicia, I meant to say, yes, they did autopsy in America. They do. Toxicology report also is required. All right. Okay, y'all. I'm getting there. Am I? Yeah, I'm almost there. All right. Let's see here, Beverly. Uh-oh. Maureen said, AM listening. Gone 5:30 AM here. Ooh, okay. I know I'm about to get up out of here too. I like to take things in. Even when semi or light sleeping, brain still receives the info. That's true. Always have it on in the background. Can't help myself. Love to all. Thank you, Maureen. All right. Peace and love to you. Let's see here. Donish said, already did that. C. Reeves, I don't think the FBI is laughing. I believe they are viewing the YouTube creators highlighting this case to fill in some missing information, prompting them to further investigate some variables. Cool. Good. And that's why we got to make sure that we continue to keep the facts and stick to the truth. So, we'll make sure that, stick to the facts and the truth. So we not, doing damage by running with these rumors and lies, right? Because it's easy for people to forget the truth. So we hear you. Thank you so much. Excellent. C. Reed, a baby sis says, C. Reed, I agree. They look at everything, and I do mean everything. All right. Oh, here, new name. NYC girl. Evening, morning. It's so sad to hear so many theories. Every time we turn around, it's another theory. I pray for justice for this family. Blessings all. Thank you, NYC girl. Appreciate that. Ebony at T Diva. There's also a prescription bottle on her nightstand. I'm not judging. I'm just saying a toxicology should be done. Okay, so are we saying she stopped moving after she hit the floor? Because I thought I saw her move her hands and then the video shuts off. We're saying that 15 minutes after hitting that floor was the time, that was it. So if she moved her hand, if she, whatever, it doesn't matter. 15 minutes after receiving that injury is the life expectancy. And that's what matters. Tanika says, justice for Shanquella. Baby sis says, a toxicology report has been done and they don't have any results yet. T Diva says, at Ebony, people focusing only on the video, but why when we see her move afterwards? The question will be, what happened after that? How do we know if something else happened? one of the reasons why I say that is because we have them admitting that the maid found Shanquilla in the seated position in the bedroom like we saw on the video. That's what makes me believe that that was it. And the other thing is that we saw Dejanay Jackson grab, punch. We saw the attack. That's why. We saw the atlas luxation when it took place. We saw the fracture in the back. We saw that. And we know that after that happened, 15 minutes. So that's why we focus on that only video. Janice says, let's go with facts. We saw the Cabo 6 only actually take drinks. We only seen Shanquilla hold a flask and a margarita glass. We never see her face to the glass. Did I miss that? No. And then two, like I said, what difference does it make if she was lit, if she was towed up? It doesn't negate the fact that her neck was broken, her back was broken, and she was unalive because of that. Let's see. NYC Girl says, the facts remain, Shanquilla passed and justice is needed. Ladies, be mindful of so-called friends. Yes, yes, yes. All right, Donisha says, T Diva, yes, her hands did move in the video, but after that, 15 minutes, she was deceased, so I don't understand what people are not getting. Yeah, me too. Me too. Okay, just a few more, then it's, so I promise I'm not going to stay up to the morning. Okay, T Diva says, same way we were informed when you asked for the money to hire one, shouldn't be a secret. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, new name here. Glenda. Okay, I did that. Quilla said on the interview, they said there was another video. Yeah, and we are agreeing that, there should be at least one other video because we saw on the video someone else videotaping. So that makes at least two. No disputing that. Uh-oh. You see, Natural Beauty, you are the private investigator. Private, I've been watching you. Chasing your every move. Okay. D. Shay says, good night for real this time. I'm right behind you. I promise you. See, MX says, great show. I enjoy listening and reading the chat. Okay. Thank you, MX. All right. Good night. All right. Everybody saying good night. I'm about to go into. Darlene said, it was a pleasure and I appreciate you. I enjoyed my evening hanging out with you guys. Please stay blessed and safe, everyone. Thank you, Darlene, and welcome to chat. And we see you back again. T Diva said 15 minutes after what? When her body was moved? Oh, 15 minutes after who told us that? More lies. The death certificate stated 15 minutes after receiving the injury that we saw, that is the time of death. So, but we appreciate you, can come back at a later, there's too many. All right. I see some new people coming up in here, but we already been going for over 3 hours, y'all. So we're not going to get everybody. Donisha said, Janice Cyber, no, but here we do math and science. 2 and 2 equals 4. That's what we do here. Let's see, Beverly Fox said, remember the Moscow, Idaho, Merker, okay, I got that one, didn't have anyone hindering the FBI. If the Cabo 6 is somewhere unfortunate enough to somehow be accidentally connected to the cartel, the FBI got a problem. All right, so here is going to be the last one that I'm going to wish y'all a happy night. Let me see here. Maybe Wow 23. Hey, where you been at? Wow 23 says Shanquilla could have been expired from other beating that occurred after the video. We don't know. Okay. I love y'all and thank you so much for tuning in. And I will see y'all tomorrow in another video. Peace and love and justice for Shanquella Robinson. Thank y'all so much.